You're not a morning person, yet you wake up at 8:30. I will tell you now, on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, Chloe sleeps until like 10, sometimes 11. That's a not morning person in my eyes. Hello, hello. The Twitch ad break ends in about 40 seconds. Let me flip it over anyway. Boom. Yo, I'm wearing white. I'm wearing my cool Japanese shirt. Look at that. Mount Fuji. I can't remember what's on the back. Oh, yeah, no. Mount Fuji, and there's like a street. It's very cool. I like this shirt. Got it from Uniqlo. Uniqlo. Which is apparently in Japan, Uniqlo is looked at as this, like, common streetwear. Whereas in London, we're just like, you shop at Uniqlo? Oh, you have taste. But yes, hello, people. I need to go through the list and say hello. Hello to Monica. Hello, Rakoff. Hello, Air. Hello, Ted. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Julian. Hello, Joa. Who else is here? Who else is here? I said to Monica, didn't I? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then, of course, on the Twitch side, hello. Welcome back from the ad break. You do know that on Twitch, if you sub to the channel, you skip the ads. Just letting you know, okay? Also, hello, Robin, and hello, Leonidas. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Loic the Screamo. Good morning. Hello, hello. I have a fun little thing that I just want to show you guys before we get started. All right, firstly, before we do anything, all right, before we do literally anything, okay? No technical issues. None. No technical issues. It works. Everyone's dead. I don't remember that, but hey, no technical issues. Incredible! Bro knows how to stream. That does remind me, though, I did not open my analytics so that we can have the live count tracker. Whenever the live count tracker went down, we knew something was wrong with YouTube, and I think that's really useful information. When I mean live count tracker, I mean this. Look at this graph, by the way. We're gaining the subscribers, and then occasionally we lose them. There's always a funny day where we lose a couple, and it makes me laugh because it's like, where the frickin' hell did you go? Yeah, here we go. 2,605, and then we lost 2. And I'm just like, why? Where did you go? What on earth do you mean Pokemon Insurgence broke you? The game... Okay, so if you were here last stream... Hang on, I'm just going to show you a couple of things. Okay, I need to open this on my top monitor so we don't accidentally show you the wrong stuff. Look at this. In fact, no, I've got to open elsewhere. Where did I open it? Open here. Here we go. Look at this. I love this. So this is yesterday's stream. I added a chapter marker so that we knew. Technical difficulty savage. The game starts at an hour and 45 minutes because Pokemon Insurgence gave me such bad freaking technical difficulties that it took me an hour and 45 minutes to finish. And then we started the game an hour and 45 minutes in. That's how stupid it was. Dave had a great day yesterday, the numbers lied. It was really stupid. However, I brought this up because I just wanted to show you guys some things, okay? I need you to put your headphones on, and if you're not using headphones and you're playing me out of your phone, put your phone up against your ear for a second, okay? I just want you to listen to this, right? I am such a sucker for my audio settings, and I care so much about my audio sounding good. Hence why I've got a blanket here, and I've got a sponge on my wall here. Like, I've got all of these things going on. Did you forget you were doing a Nuzlocke? I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. I'm doing an overused clause. But what I want to do quickly is I just want to show you the difference. I want to show you the difference, okay? So just pay attention to what you can hear, all right? This was yesterday. Just listen to my voice. This is everything else ignore, just my voice. This was yesterday. Okay. Sounds like today, doesn't it? It sounds pretty good. This here, you can't hear anything. Fuck's sake. Oh no, of course you... I can't hear you. I heard nothing. I know why you didn't hear anything. I'm so clever. Wrong browser. Right, let me try that again. Well, how is our youngest prisoner faring? According to the computer, Miss Persephone, their memory should be completely gone very soon. Everything's going as planned. Excellent, finally, we'll have fulfilled our end of the bargain. Good work, you two. We are starting the ritual soon in the upstairs room. Will you be attending? So, yeah, that time you should have heard something. So you can hear, that's basically how I sound now, which is pretty good. You know, like the settings are all there, it's pretty good. This was me before I added the blanket and before I added soundproofing on the walls, okay? You'll notice there's a difference. Like, your game's probably going to be dead the moment you actually launch it. Why have you got a battle pass? What sounds wrong? Big nugget. Davina found one big nugget. There's a very, very obvious echo. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but I can. Now, this, the sound don't bounce around, exactly. This is hilarious, though. I watched this back. Freaking 3 people talking. One of them's a bot. However, I hear no difference, but I'm also deaf in one ear. Use the other ear. But this is funny, okay? This is my very first stream on this channel in March of last year. Before, this microphone here is not a microphone I have now. This has no soundproofing whatsoever. This is literally the first stream I ever did on this channel proper. And you will notice multiple things.
Oh, I wish. But what do the piranha plant and others have to do with this, Professor? I'm glad you asked, Luigi. Contestants will be splitting themselves into 2 categories.
Firstly, I sound miles away.
Those who move. You'll be competing in battles of strategy, utilizing your capture's attack.
It just sounds crap. And do you know what's really funny? Okay, you don't even need audio for this. Look at this. Look at the camera wobble. Look at that camera wobble. That is much worse. I know, right? First thing I noticed is the living room. Yeah, this is a completely different house. But look at, right at the beginning of the stream, my camera is mental. It just bounces. The entire stream. Look at that. That's horrible. What the hell did I... Why did I allow that? First thing I noticed is you're in the living room. This is a completely different house. This is on the south coast of England. You could tell because of all the light coming in. But yeah, and this was only a year ago. That's only a year ago. Look at how much I've changed. I'm a beautiful boy now. Yeah, no, I just decided to look at that earlier because it made me laugh. Museum clips for the ages, yeah. Thing is, if you don't hear a difference, that's fine. That's fine. Because ultimately, that just means that you don't need to be my sound engineer. However, I notice a difference, a very dramatic one. But yes, okay, well, what we could do, we could just get into the game. Was it like near a train? Why is the cam vibrating? Do you know what's wild? It's the same desk as this one. This is me grabbing and shaking the desk. I don't know. Technically it was near a train, but not that near. But okay, guys, time for us to jump back into Pokémon Insurgence. I have done something to get us a little bit further on in this game. That Dave didn't have the experience this Dave has. 100%. Better floor grips. A big part of it is I actually think I screwed the table in correctly when I moved here. I noticed the difference immediately. But what is great, though, is... I say great, it's a very satirical, like, sarcastic great. But when I very first started up this channel proper last year, the people which would help me with my sound design didn't actually know what I wanted. They didn't really know how to tell me if it was good or bad. Because they just didn't really know how I should sound. What you're hearing now is what I should sound like. Past Dave looked like a podcast host, so what do I look like now? I'm going to host an MTV Cribs episode. I need the glasses for that. What Pokemon game are you playing? We are playing Pokemon Insurgence. I'm also in super fast forwards for some reason. There we go. That was weird. But yeah, no, I have changed, and I've changed for the better. I am now live with Chloe. That was before I moved in with Chloe. Literally, before I moved in with my girlfriend. That's when that video was taken. And it makes me want to play Super Mario Mon again. Because, damn, my first freaking stream. I am indeed a PokeTuber. I definitely am now. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. Right, so... we are at the bottom of this cave system. 4 of our Pokemon have been knocked out, but that's fine. We're not Nuzlocking, so don't worry about that. However, I have coded in the rare candies. I figured out how to do it. I figured it out. We have the 909... we have the 1,000 rare candies. So, we can do the, overused clause. Luckily, we don't need to use the overused clause yet. However, what I do need... good job, Dave. Oh, I try my hardest. I really do. The amount of effort I put in for you guys, I hope you're aware. I have a Pokemon desktop pet. How'd you have that? I'm going to use a Nuzlocke tracker specifically so I know... where is Insurgence, if it's even on here? I don't know if it's on here. That's a bit annoying if it isn't. I just want to know the level caps. No, it's not on this website. Cool. Let's see if I just type in level caps, do they come up? Maximum level cap is 120. That's not what I asked for, but okay. Rival, level cap. The gym first level cap is 25. Okay. That's fine. I don't think we need to go too crazy with it anyway. Yeah, the first gym is actually like 20-something, which is way higher than it usually is in any Pokemon game. Right. I am afraid of this. We will probably wipe in this room if we have to fight a trainer. But it's okay. If that happens, it's okay. I'm just gonna rush ahead. Save often. Well, in this game, I don't need to save as much. Oh, I found a rock. Which, how is everyone doing today? This rock looks breakable. Would you like to break it? Moonblade used double kick. Okay, then. I suppose so. Green girl. All right, the fossils are in place. You could do it, Celebi. I believe in you. Why does everyone just have legendary Pokemon? Move these fossils through time. Use Tesseract. Okay, edgy. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I can't believe it. All our hard work finally paid off. Armaldo, Bastiodon, Kabutops, and Omastar. Who would have ever thought they'd see the light of day again? You could turn them back now, Celebi. I think they're done for the day. What do you mean you killed them? I want them. Give me the Kabuto. I can't believe how far we've... Who are you? How much did you see? Look, I don't know who you are, but you can't tell anyone about this. I'll be in grave danger. What was that? Let the children play. You have the Tesseract? Yeah, well, I am a Loki main, now that I think about it. Well, didn't he have the Tesseract? Is that, could it be? You were chosen by Mew? I thought I was the only one. But if you're also chosen, then I should probably explain. Not many people know about it, but a long time ago there was a prophecy written about Torrent. Nobody knows it word for word, but it talks about the cults of Augur. It said that a trainer chosen by one of the legendary Pokemon would be the one to find and defeat the cults. It also said that that legendary would be an illusory one. You know, like Mew, Victini, and Hooper. Victini's an illusory Legendary? I didn't think it was. I thought it was just the V for victory Pokemon. When they found out the cults wanted to rid the world of our trainer, people were terrified. Nobody knew who this hero was, and they feared he or she might never appear. And I am lore dumping you right now. But then the first Augur came and he protected us. He was incredible. He took out half the cults on his own, but he disappeared a year ago. So now you're repeating lore I already know. People think the prophecy was about him because he was friends with Hooper, a legendary Pokemon. But he's gone now. Nobody knows where he is. Why just... Hang on. What if I run this game like it's the sequel to Pokemon Unbound? And the original Augur was us? Victini can do illusions? Huh. Yeah, I didn't think it could. It's Psychic Fire, right? Maybe it can. It's an allegory for nukes. Victini? Victini's the victory Pokemon. He's a little sprite fella who does that all the time. The second Augur has taken his place, and I don't think he was chosen by anyone. That's why I can't let anyone know about Celebi. I'm afraid he'll come after me. I have to train down here, in secret. I mean, I don't think I am the hero of prophecy, but if Mew chose you, then the prophecy could be either of us. There might even be others. You can't let anyone know that Mew chose you. It hasn't joined your team yet, has it? That's probably why. There's concern that if it does, you might become a target. So be careful from now on. We're too valuable to risk. But anyway, why are you here? For tournament of a trainer school, I completely forgot. Well, I better head up there and fast. If you hurry too, you might be able to participate in the tournament yourself. It's a good way to train and learn about battling. And you and I both need all the training we can get. I'll meet you there. Is a fire type found in the realm based on Manhattan? What do you mean the realm of Manhattan? Is that where Spider-Man's from? That ensures victory to its user without ever needing to be used in battle. You know what I mean. I get what you were trying to say, but the fact that you called it Manhattan rather than it's kind of funny. It's like, Eternatus, G-Max Eternatus arrived in the realm known as England to destroy the Pokemon world. Yo, I need some not rare candies, I need some freaking repels. Why is Heat Rotom the only fire electric type? Are you correct about that? Is Rotom Heat the only fire electric? I think you might be correct. Oh no. We go this way, that's why. It's like there's only one fire water Pokemon, but that's mythical. And then there are a couple of fire grass Pokemon, right? I mean, there's Scovillain. Is there any other fire grass? I don't believe there is. Rotom's the only ghost electric. How interesting. We're learning. We're learning some things today. Google basically sees all the mythical mons as illusionary Pokemon. How does that make sense? Are you saying that this game is written by Google? Ogerpon Half Flame. That's true, actually. Thing is, Ogerpon Half Flame. Do you consider the Ogerpon forms to be as similar as Arceus plates? Or Genesect downloads? What's the name of this ROM? This game is Pokemon Insurgence. It's edgy as heck. It's the hecking edgiest Pokemon game you've ever played. Right, what I do want to know... I think I closed the freaking Nuzlocke page. Here it is. Yeah, so Nora's got level cap of 17. So we can't go above level 17, but if that's the case, we're a little under-leveled. So what I might do... How many levels over 17 are we? 2. I think if that's the case, I'm just going to be clever. You used your last rare candy, did I now? You used your last rare candy. Do you know what? Setting anything to 999 means you always use your last one. I'm going to put everyone to 15 and call it that. I didn't mean to give it to you. Fair enough, you can learn Rock Throw apparently. I've got a match in 20. I need to defend my champion title in Showdown. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, that threw me off. I have to click on this every time. Level me up, baby. You did choose the Dark Story. Yeah, but only because I was expecting Shadow the Hedgehog to turn up. Thunder Wave. You can have overcharge. Charge is such a bad move. Like, honestly, Charge is that move that completely, it's noob bait. Why would you use Charge when you could just use Discharge twice? Surely. Right. Yeah, I won't do anything more than this then. The level cap was 17, but I think this will be okay. I don't want to go too far ahead. And let's save as well before we continue. Okay, are we able to fight? This looks like a television, though. Hey, David, right? Thank you for finding Nora for me. Now that you're here, we can finally get started with the tournament. Everyone's waiting. Wait, now that I'm here... Okay. They waited for me. I thought I was on a time limit. Welcome, students. I hope you're all ready for one of the biggest tournaments we've had yet. We have 2 new students from Telnor Town, Damien and David. Oh, Damien's here. I think we're all excited to see how well they do. Let's begin. Best of luck to you all. Today we have 8 very eager students ready to compete for the title of champion. Let's have a look, shall we? I have to fight a child called Kyle. What is this seeding? Me and Nora have to fight literal babies. Kyle, you small child. Oh, he's a ninja. Never mind. He's actually way more powerful than I could have ever seen. I want nothing to do with you, but I'm going to defense curl anyway. Never mind. Never mind. You don't have a fighting move in your kit, do you? Kyle from South Park? No, Kyle from Ninja Town, apparently. Any other deltas so far? No. Not yet. Uriolu. Kyle's going to be the next Hokage. Oh, nice. Imagine missing your rock throw. Ooh. That was painful. Go, Nightmare. Just ghost it. There is something also very funny about moves like Endure. Like, why do you want that? No, fair, you can't beat a ninja. Oh, to be fair, actually, he's completely right. I surrender. Let us turn our attention back to the scoreboard for the results. Looks like the next match will be between David and Damien. They've tried their best to make use of this layout. They've, like, made the images fade out. I almost feel like they should have made the names fade out as well, but I don't think it matters that much. I just find it funny because no one's moving on this grid. Hello, Damien. Corefish? I'm fucked. Level 15 Corefish definitely knows Bubble. Go, Bolt Killer. Yeah, Shockwave. So long you boosted your defense, you idiot. War Turtle. Oh yeah, Ninja War Turtle. You are fighting dark. I'm gonna Thunder Wave you. Ow, I'm leaving if that's the case. How dare you do that to me? Oh, but it knows Bite. Ooh, that's mean. I mean, I'll Shockwave it just for damage. Never mind, it knows Vacuum Wave. Never mind, it actually knows a good move. That's harsh. What do I know? I know Nightshade. I think Vacuum... No, it's Shadow Sneak. That's better. Go Boneface. Do you have any flying types? Actually, no, I don't think we do. Oh, what a... Bone Cub flinches? How do you miss? It's paralyzed. Bro is standing still. Hit it. Keep smacking it with your bone. Can't use the same move? Then headbutt it. Ah, it's too fast. Bone Club it. So long, War Turtle, you died to a child. Luxio. Yeah, Death Fist. Doom Fist. Magnitude. Yeah, see, idiot, you use charge. You use charge, you just get killed. That special defense boost is nothing. You completely shut me down. I did indeed. I walked up to his computer and went, beep boop, turn off. Our type advantage is the same, yes. There aren't very many games that keep smacking it with your bone. Yeah, just believe me, okay? It's alright. But yeah, there are not very many ROM hacks or fan games that actually change already situated, like set in stone Pokemon type charts. There are a couple that do, and they throw me off so much. Like, I played Odyssey. Odyssey threw me off so much because for some reason in that game, water was weak to poison, which meant poison types were infinitely more powerful. There are so many Pokemon that had part water in their kit that you could just one-shot now. Like, they're tanky, and water's a good type, but in Odyssey, water's not that great, just because poison wrecks it. What spectacular matches! These trainers are really giving it their all! Let's direct our attention at the scoreboard one final time. It's set! The final match of this tournament will be between Davif and Nora. May the best trainer win! Hello, Nora. Time for battle. You have a Swaddle? Oh, I'm gonna throw rocks at it. Oh my god, sturdy. You've got sturdy too? Beat up Nora. I mean, I could... I'm just gonna throw rocks, it's fine. I'm gonna throw rocks, and I'm gonna turn into this fella. Moonblade. And peck it. Actually, yeah. We don't have a flying type. But we do have peck. Hey, Trapinch. I keep thinking this dude's a bug, and he's not. I actually should have swapped. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Go Boneface. Wish I could play Insurgence, but it's not a ROM hack. Sadly, it is not a ROM hack. Bro, those bulldozers. Never mind. I guess Boneface perishes as well. I mean, all things considered, I could just throw out a ghost. What's it gonna do? Nightshade. Oh, I threw rocks at me. Okay, I guess it can do something. Alright, Death Lizard. You're the only one that can do anything. Shadow Sneak. The sneakiest of shadows, absolutely. That's what gets us through this. Quilava? But not Delta Quilava. Okay, get confused. I too would be confused if a huge purple blob flew its way at me. Boneface is a good name, but the thing is that we're deliberately calling all of the Pokemon in this game stupid names because it's funny. Also, yeah, this Quilava is hard-walled. Dragon typing in a starter should never happen. Outside of Megaforms. You should never ever be able to have Dragon as a starter. Because unless you start in an area filled with ice Pokemon, the Dragon Pokemon will walk all over everything. Because you resist every starter. I couldn't win. Is it possible there's a better trainer than me? What an amazing battle. Both the trainers put up a great fight, but our very own Davif was the one to come out on top. Our very own. I'm not part of this school. Congratulations, Davif. You have certainly earned today's title of champion. That's all we have time for. I hope you enjoyed today's contest, and we hope to see you again soon. As usual, fantastic tournament. She's standing. I know this is clearly a battleground. It looks like a giant television to me. I like to think that she's dangling from the ceiling on wires. Looks like our usual champion, Nora, has been toppled. Congratulations to our new champion, Davif. Next time we have a tournament, I guess we all know what to watch out for. Don't forget, everyone, if you study hard, maybe you'll be able to win the next one, so crack open those books and get down to it. What a tournament! That battle between Davif and Nora in the final. Well, I was off my seat with excitement. The battle between Davif and I was pretty good too, right? It was okay, but the final was way better. Oh, alright. Anyway, Davif, I did one-shot everything he had. Let's give him this TM as a reward. After all, every tournament champion deserves a grand prize. Return's okay. Teach it to anyone, the more it likes you, the more damage it would do. This early on, return is kind of rubbish. Late game, it's not that bad. This encourages you to bond further and become closer to your Pokemon. Hey Nora, for getting second, you can have one too. Oh, so I could have come second. I was third, can I have something? No. Why have you been mean to Damien? He's a good boy. I play Infinite Fusion on JoyPlay. Yeah, if you wanted to play a game not on a laptop or on a PC, if it was a fan game, you need to install JoyPlay on your phone, and then that allows you to run the exe files. It is a bit annoying to do, but if you really want to play fan games, that's the only way to do it. I didn't even know that this was a fan game, to be fair. People said play Pokémon Insurgence. I couldn't find it. And then I realised I had to get it off website. It was really weird. Really was quite impressed with your skill, Dave. If you headed west, why not stop in Suntouch City? There's a gym there led by a young trainer named Orion. He specializes in fire and grass-type Pokemon. What? If you want to be a strong trainer, getting gym badges is a key to improving your skills. I highly recommend it. That's what I'm doing, Dave. Now that I've seen that I'm not the only one who, never mind, but I feel more comfortable taking risks and honing my skills. I guess it's a race. You too, what's your name exactly? My name is Damien. Right, Damien, I'll see you both in Suntouch City. Okay, we have friends. This is mine. That's what you get for leaving your lunch on the side. I'm taking it. Are you Kyle? Yeah, I think that little boy was Kyle. I beat the shit out of you, Kyle. I took your lunch money. There's a Super Saiyan statue. Hello, QB. Heal the team. Destroy the T. Let's go. Have a wonderful day, Toquito. And also, to everyone which is currently in here, if you're brand new, do consider hitting that subscribe button. We play fun Pokemon romhacks on this channel. Right, we still haven't done a gym. Wait, how do we get to Suntouch City? Is it this way? Welcome to Midnight Town. Okay, well, I'm leaving it. So long, idiot. Who just leaves these things sitting in the middle of nowhere? Who are you? Oh, young trainer, tell me, do you enjoy fishing? Sure. Did you know you can max out a Pokemon's IVs with an item? Do you mean in official games or in this game specifically? I knew you would, you look like a fine fisherman, but what's this? You don't have a rod. Well, let me fix that. Make good use of that rod. Simply stand next to a body of water and use it. Yep, I know how to do that. I love the idea of someone being like, I like the idea of seeing a fisherman being like, do you love fishing? And you say, yes. And he goes, but I don't see a fishing rod. You liar. And then he fights you then and there. Why don't we fish something? We have no water types, so it probably would be worth having one. Where is my old rod? Key items, I don't want to register you anymore. Not even a nibble. Thanks, fisherman. No, nothing? Little broomstick. Nice name. I just beat the Mega Rayquaza Evil Team boss after the 8th gym. If you're nuzlocking this, good fucking luck. No, we're not nuzlocking it. This is actually my first time ever playing it. Oh no, it's this kind of... It's this kind of mechanic. In some games, you don't have to press anything. Oh, you have to do it multiple times as well. That's gross. Corsola. That is a terrible Pokemon. Magnitude. 9. Incredible. I wasn't spoiling story. No, it's all good. You're not spoiling anything. The Mega Rayquaza fight was a little bit of a spoiler, but at the same time, I'll probably forget by the time that happens. Yeah, it's just Corsola's. See, thing is, I would use Corsola, but Corsola itself is really bad. I don't think it's worth me trying to use it. But, yeah, so... I've mentioned this a couple of times, I'll just mention it again quickly, but I do not really nuzlocke games anymore, just because we will actually want to get through the games that we play. So what I do instead is I do something called the overused rule, which is whenever I beat a gym, I must bench 3 of my Pokemon. And I usually tend to bench the earliest 3. So it means normally something like my starter will never be in my team beyond Gym 2. At best. However, once we hit the Elite 4 in any of these games, I can pull any Pokemon I want out of my PC. So even though we might not see things like Death Fist after Gym 2, I might want him again later to do the Elite Four run. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. It's just because Nuzlockes are a bit annoying for me. Because I can't keep losing and restarting, if you know what I mean. Oh, damn it. So long, Death Fist. Get out of here. If that's a water type, I think it's probably best I turn into Bolt Killer. That's better. Just get a sneaky quick attack in there. Yeah, I like doing it this way. I think the overuse rule is quite fun, because it means that I have to use Pokemon I wouldn't normally use. Try and talk to the TV at the PMC, but save before you do. Fair enough. I don't know what that means, but okay. Well, you're a fairy type, aren't you? You're very useful, actually. Guys in chat, guys, girls, whatever you are, freaking Transformers, I really don't give a shit. You could even be a toaster. I need an edgy-ass nickname for a Marill. I need an edgy nickname. Anything cute, I will not take. It has to be edgy. It has to be dark. And to be fair, this is a Pokemon that's actually really hard to come up with an edgy name for. Like, what do you call a Marill that's edgy? What do you call it? Leviathan. See, I like that. Blue Thunder's funny. Miasma. Leviathan to me is like a big old snake. Azure Thunder. Blue Steel. World Destroyer. Huge power Marill. I do like the idea of huge power. Fangwater. We're saying things like Thunder, but it's a water fairy type. I think Thunder should be limited to the electrics. I think we got something. Dragon Slayer sort of works because it is a dragon killer. If it doesn't, do you know? I'm gonna go Dragon Slayer. Because Dragon Slayer with an R. If it has huge power, then it's mental. It probably doesn't, knowing our ideas. Death Balloon's not bad. How many times are we going to put death in the freaking name of a Pokemon, by the way? What do you have? Oh no, it's huge power Dragon Slayer. I kind of want to use this later. What's its nature? Docile, that's not... Oh no, Docile's fine. It's not great, but it could be so much worse. We have Pokemon to work with. Thing is, what are we running against? Fire Grass. I think the first gym is not going to be very handy for Dragon Slayer. We need... Fire Grass is completely walled by freaking Death Lizard. Death Lizard's basically going to one-shot this entire gym. It is decent backups, exactly. So even though our Pokemon do not die permanently, they will be benched after like 1 or 2 gyms. Go to the TV. What TV? Do you mean here? I just ran into a random building. There's nothing good on TV. There's nothing good on TV. But bro, there's nothing good on TV. I'm going to go in here. Do you have a television? There's nothing good on TV. This person's got a TV too. Oh, that dude's got a Wii. Or is it a toaster? That's a nice toaster. How about here? The PMC. There's nothing good on TV. Bro's just got a Haunter. Excuse me? Back in those days, we only just discovered Dark and Steel. It's incredible how far we've come. Would you like to trade Pokemon? I'll trade you my Ghastly for a Durant or Heatmore. No? If you were trying to be a Haunter, maybe. Thank you. I just stole that from this dude's bedroom. It's really hard to specialize in more than one Pokemon type. Because of that, people like me choose to excel in one. Dave, the Pokemon Center! There's no television in the Pokemon Center. You PMC, what is that? There's nothing good on TV. Alright? I'm telling you now, there's nothing good on TV. Brother screams. Brother screams. For the Pokemon Center. Oh, ooh, that's dangerous. Mag Cargo. Go. Go. God, is this Family Guy? Would you like to try Pokemon? I'll trade you my Elekid for any bug. Interesting. You want me to spam on it? Why? You are so adamant about it. I'm being one-guyed. Look. There he is. I found a Rotom. Throw rocks at it. Throw rocks at it. That is kind of funny, actually. Why is there a Rotom in this television? Bro is making an uproar. Thing is, if there's ever a reason to repeatedly click on a TV, it's because there is a Rotom in it. That's usually how it goes. Go to bed. No, go to bed. Thank you. Now that you are in bed, you can snugly get into my freaking, Ooh. Get into the ball. Get into a Premier Ball, then. Dude's catch rate sucks. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of balls. I'm running out of balls. Also, why are we in a flowery field? I thought I was in the Pokemon Center. No, okay. Alright, one moment. I did save. Believe it or not, I hit the save button. Wallpaper dead. Whoa, what the fuck's that background? You fool! Okay, on that note, we do this. I could just go buy some balls, actually. From, like, literally right here. Thank you. I'll grab a Rotom, because that's definitely not a Pokemon I usually use. I mean, dude, there's nothing good on TV. There we go. That's stupid. Game's background changes. It's rare. Did you know? Well, you mean the intro? Because that I've noticed. It changes a lot. Nightshade might one-shot it. Let's see. Oh, no, of course it won't. Uh-oh, Thunder Wave. One more. Uh-oh, Thunder Shock. Uh-oh, never mind. Do you know what? That was mean. I can't Thunder Wave you, though. Ow. How did bro make an uproar? Okay, good. These are the greatest balls that I have, okay? Oh, come on. Get in the Premier balls, please. Also, I know that it says EVA, but it looks like EUR to me. It looks like Euro. This dude's got his money up. Hey, Rotom's captured. Their fist wants to learn Smackdown. All things considered, not a terrible move for you to know now. It's just Rock Throw, but better. Premier Balls are just Pokeballs with a fancy hat. Yeah. Electric Ghost. I need a name. White Noise. Do you know what? Yeah, White Noise is cool, actually. It's just that no one knows what White Noise is anymore because we don't have televisions that do it. But yeah, I like that name. It's simple. The only downside, Levitate. But yeah, Rotom itself is kind of crap. It's not bad, but it's kind of crap. Its stats are actually pretty decent for this level. Yeah, no, I say that. Its stats aren't actually that bad for this level. Thing is, I don't really want to use it just yet. I'm kind of happy with what I've got. So, like, I'm okay with seeing that. These sound effects are freaking loud. Why are they so loud? Let's save, now that we've done this. Thank you for letting me know your teams. But also keep in mind, you are just literally spoiling, like, the potential Pokemon that I can find in this game. Don't forget, I'm right at the beginning of this game. I haven't played it before. So letting me know, like, that there are Megas all over the place, and there are all of these other things going on, that does kind of tell me a little bit more information than I asked to know. But it's all good. I'm not going to blame anybody. But it's like, fair enough. I'm not actively going to... Yeah, I'm not actually going to read your teams because I feel like people are just telling me what to expect now. It's okay. I do not mind people backseating. Backseating is fine. Spoilers, less so. Anyway, was there anything good in here? What's your favorite Pokemon? Mega Sceptile. Through and through. Big Mega Sceptile fan. There we go. Boom. Okay, to be fair, we don't need to freaking level up. I just wanted to see if there was anything... Oh, okay, hang on. We got a cutscene. Also, before we walk directly into this cutscene, this game basically just uses Auras mechanically. So I should just expect the Megas from X and Y and Auras then, is what you're saying. It's more so the, do your best not to spoil any new regional forms, because I would like to discover them myself. I think that would be more fun. But yeah. You're not in luck that things other forms in post-game. See, that sucks. Mega Sceptile's awesome. If I can get a Sceptile, I'll be happy, but... that's a shame. Haste that is spoilers. Brandon telling me that there's a Delta Ralts is also spoilers. So let's just stop. But to be fair, I don't really mind. To be fair, I've already been told that there's Mega Sceptile in the game, and knowing that it's post game means I won't get my hopes up. So fair enough. Anyway, before we continue this cutscene, guys, if you are a fan of Pokemon games, do consider subscribing to the YouTube, freaking liking the video by double tapping the screen, and follow on Twitch. Please do all of those things. It would be wonderful if you did. Everyone's shooting spoilers. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just telling me shit. Oh, Rumosphere Grunts, keep on watching. Okay. Oh, that's all that was. Bald man. Oh no, you're a combat. You are a combat. I'm as tough as they come. Get out of my way or you'll get hurt. Gyarados on his back. Flabebe, you are not as tough as they come if you're running a Flabebe, I'm sorry. Fairy Wind. One of the best buffs you could ever give Ghastly is the fact that this dude resists fairy Pokemon. Hell yeah. Jigglypuff, screw you. I vibe with the Roughneck. I can't hit this. You're normal fairy. That's not what I want at all. Moonblade can hit you though. Yeah, Poison Sting. Yeah, at the end of the day, people are going to tell me shit regardless of what I do. Every single game that I have played, every single... Oh, you disabled it, you bastard. Take double kick then. Yeah, every single Pokemon game I've played so far, people have found ways to spoil it, including freaking modern Pokemon. Which means when Gen 10 comes out, when Gen 10 comes out, that very first stream is going to have to be as long as I can make it. To make sure that, ooh, Nidorino. I love the fact that they spin. I put him in the washing machine. Incredible. Oh, hello. Thank you for the sandwich. Bye-bye. Boom. Gen 10 will have Ben 10. Likely. Stranger Haunter hasn't appeared yet, but we do have Nidorino. Still Poison Point. I mean, I'm not mad about Nidorino. I'm okay with that. We just need a Moonstone now. But, yeah, when Gen 10 drops, for us to avoid as many spoilers as possible, we're going to have to just play it like crazy on day one. Antidote. And I'm okay with that. I just know that people are going to be running in here being like, did you see that Brout he's got like 5 heads? And the Pom Bomb is actually evolving into a kettle. He's part steel. Wouldn't that be cool? And I'm just like, shut up, mate. Why are you here? Do you know Pikachu is in this? Shit! What if these normal birds making Gengar kind of useless? Throw rocks at it. Also, hello Nathan. Lovely to see you as well. Did you know Theo's in this game? Mental. Theo will probably appear on stream at some point because he hates the fact that that door's shut. So he will probably break through again. We've learned that he can open all the doors in this house. And that's kind of hilarious. Helioptile. Destroy him. I just send my best wishes for possible Pokemon that might or might not exist. Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of it just comes down to wording, doesn't it? It's like, how do you explain your point without it seeming like you're certifying brother's got an Uno? Uno, unknown. Why do you have an unknown? You expect me to be mean and ferocious, but I'm a nice guy. You shouldn't trust someone by their looks. Unknown seems like a pretty useless Pokemon. It only gets 1 move and its stats aren't great either. Yeah, so it is a bit useless. Why did OJ? Oh, the unknown's holding an item. A psychic gem. Thank you, I suppose. Hello, sweetie. Do you want a gift? I have a couple of nice stones to give away. Well, this is an easy way to evolve your Eevee at the start of the game. What game is this? It's called Pokémon Insurgence. What evolves more? Yeah, I was considering water. Can evolve the water type in my box. Wait, is that how you get Azumarill? Is that water stone? Yeah, I figured water would just have the most utility. Like, there's more chances of us running into waters that need to be evolved. And knowing my luck, we're going to run into Pokemon that I use too much. Because the other thing I was thinking was Leaf Stone on Ludicolo, but then I think to myself, 1, is Lotad even in the game? But 2, if we do find a Lotad, I probably won't use it, because I use Lotad too much. Ancient Ruins? Brother loves his statues with Pokemon on top of them. The hell is that? Is that a Cresselia symbol? Ooh, where's this go? The Dusk Ball. With the tiniest tree. I love that little tree. Ooh. Rhyhorn statues. Rhydon statues, even. Wahahaha! We have you cornered, Riolu. There's nowhere to run. Why are you beating up a little Riolu? You're ours now. What are you doing? Can't you see you're scaring it? Who dares stand in the way of the Abyssal Cult? Will the 2 of you deal with them, please? We have a Riolu to catch. Hope you're ready to lose. The Abyssal Cult will crush you here. I still can't take any of these cults. Seriously. I really can't. Nice. Skrelp, yes, we will change. Skrelp is water poison in this, so I'm just going to send out Death Lizard. Hi, how far are you in this game? Not very far at all. We're still quite early on. Oh yeah, you know, Feint Attack. I forgot about that. Ooh, that's scary. Confuse Ray. Think about what you've done. Glorious. You had Poison Point. How dare you? I didn't even see what they're sending out, so I'm just going to sort of this. But yeah, we are like right at the beginning of the game. We haven't done the first gym yet. We're still getting there. Kick the crab. Never mind, poison the crab. Never mind. Run away from the crab. Oh god. Yeah, wow. Oh my goodness. Blitzel, you need to hit a little bit harder, my friend. It would be wonderful if you could hit a bit harder. Jeez, that critical hit. Good thing I have sturdy. Childish impudence, you are nothing. Sure. How on earth could you lose? You two have the best Pokemon we have to offer. That... Is it mean of me to have gripes with the writing so far? Is it mean of me to have gripes with this game's writing? I feel like I want to poke it as much as I poked Unbound. Like, where... There is a way to take yourself seriously and allow it to come across, like, serious. But there is also a way to try and take things seriously and just come across silly, you know? And, I don't know, there's something about being below level 20 and people being like, I gave you the best Pokemon but the cult has to offer. Childish impudence, how could you defeat me and my level 15 team? And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know, maybe it's because there's 85 more levels above you. Maybe it's because you're not even Saiyan Saga Vegeta level. He had reason to think he was incredible because he wasn't aware that there was a ceiling above him. No one knew that there was a ceiling above him. Anyway, why do I always need to clean up after your mistakes? I'll deal with them myself in a second for now. I'm after this Pokemon. Curl. Look out! Mother is here. But your mother won't rescue you. Now quick, Grunts, you've heard the rumors about this Lucario. You know why we're here. We need to catch it quickly before it... Oh no! Fair enough, I did think that Mega Evolution required a trainer, but as possible that shouldn't be able to happen. Quick, let's get out of here. We can't handle Mega Lucario. Is Riolu its trainer? Lucario's gone. I only came here because I heard about this ruin and I thought it would be interesting to explore. I'm glad I came in time. Those people were from the Abyssal Cult. From what I can tell, they're pretty similar to Team Aqua from Hoenn. They're trying to capture the legendary Pokemon Kyogre. Mega Evolution, huh? I've heard of it before. I don't fully understand it, but it seems to be a form where Pokemon become even more powerful than before. But I remember reading it requires a close bond between trainer and Pokemon. I wonder how the Lucario was able to do it. Yep, okay. They spoke about the exact thing I was going to moan about. So that's good. I need to go research this moron. See you around, Dave. Daveth. Don't forget, we're still racing to Suntouch City. Are we now? Oh, of course, the frickin' poison. Well, so long, you're dead. Oh god, who is poisoned? It's Death Lizard, isn't it? Stop being poisoned. Actually, I have now decided that I just want to run back. Okay, we're running back, healing, and then we're coming back to this ruin because there's clearly shit to explore. Did a Mewtwo Mega Evolve without a trainer? Thing is I could see that happening with Mewtwo, because Mewtwo is supposed to be this, like, legendary, like, creature. Also, the fact that it was created by humans gives it... Lil bro detected. Lil bro detected. What do you mean you missed the hypnosis? It's Big Man Toto. We found Big Man Toto. Oh, that was killed. Luckily, I have Pokeballs. Dun 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 dun. Whoa, who catches a starter first try? Whose name is Dave? Big Jaw Pokemon. Guys, I need the edgiest name you can come up with for a Totodile, and I need it now. Wasn't there a trainer that traded Toto for something? Yes, but I think I would rather a Totodile. Hello, Lightning Shinobi. Welcome, welcome. Chompers, Quack, Death Roll, Storm Hunter. I like Hunter. Black Duck. We like Death Roll. There's a couple of people with Death Roll. But yeah, what is Pokemon Insurgence? It's supposed to be like an edgy, like mature story Pokemon game with freaking cults and stuff. Soda. Soda Hunter sounds like a YouTuber or Twitch streamer that exclusively plays Arc Raiders. Could always get another Toto for the trade. It depends what they give. I actually do not remember. Crocorock, Darkstar. I know you want to call it Dark, but I'm asking for edgy names. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of names here that are pretty good. Lizard. Death Roll. I think we just go with Death Roll. Yeah, I think you're right. I just went Death Rule then, like King K Rule. Let's go with Death Roll. Why not? Very nice. Okay, do we pull Totodile out? Because that's actually a very good water Pokemon to have. Like, I know Totodile itself isn't necessarily incredible, but it still has the stat line of a starter Pokemon, and that's not something to sniff at. Compared to, like, what we can make happen with a Marill early, I think Totodile's a little bit more impactful. The trade is definitely worth it. Let me know what the trade is. Because ultimately, you either tell me now, or I waste time trying to find it. Wait, is this Pokemon Silver? No, this is something called Pokemon Insurgence. It is an edgy game. I feel like I'm going to drop you for now. It's a Delta Dwebble. How much do I care for that? Where? Wasn't it some random dude? I feel like it was some random dude in the town before this. I'm aware swapping those Pokemon seems a little, weird. But don't worry. Wasn't it like a guy over here or something? Was it you? Really looking for a Totodile, but I can't find one anymore. I'll trade you my rarest Pokemon for one. Alright, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to save. And then I'm going to see what it's got. Because if I don't like it, then we can always just reload. But, yeah, the game isn't necessarily impossible if I don't have a Lightning Rod Pokemon. What the frickin' hell is wrong with this? Gatto! Hold up. We might be onto something, actually. Very normal, though. Bro's modest. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, the idea is very cute. Hermit Crag in... It's a hermit crab inside of, like, an iced bun. It's a really cute idea. I actually don't... I think Fairy Normal's kind of crap. You're a fairy Pokemon that no longer is resistant to fighting types, and you weren't really there to deal with ghosts anyway. I think I prefer the Totodile. It's a neat idea, though. Absolutely. Also, guys, I can't help but notice that no one has subscribed to the channel today. I think you owe it to yourself, as Pokemon fans, to support the channel and hit that subscribe button, you wonderful people. Right, we're going to keep Totodile. I think I prefer Death Roll. The Dwebble concept is really cool, but I don't think I like it. I really like collecting Delta Pokemon. As someone that is playing a lot of romhacks and fan games, I see regional forms, Delta Pokemon, whatever you want to call them. I see a lot of them. So Sometimes I just need that typing to stand out. If it was Fairy Bug, I would have been more interested. Why are you all ignoring me? What did you say? I'm going to scroll up until I see a message from you. Hello, Cody. That's all you said. But hello. Sorry for not saying hi. There's a lot of people in chat. You should evolve it. Again, it's like... I don't know. I don't know why my sub hasn't turned up. YouTube! YouTube, are you robbing people of their dopamine? I'm so mad if you are. I'm gonna be so mad if you are, YouTube. Look, I'm looking at it right now. This is my live counter. Okay, it went up by 1. You know what? You know what, YouTube? Nice try. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I find that funny, though. But, hello, people. Hello, Nico. Bro used the Force to gain a subscriber. Hang on, if I do that all stream, will it keep working? You will subscribe for Pokemon content. Pikachu, convince them now. Subscribe to the channel now, or I will skin you and wear you as a hood. I lost a subscriber. This is what I get for asking for things. This is what I get for asking for shit. I'm unsubbing. How many people have unsubbed whenever I ask for subs? I used the magic. Did the magic work? Did my magical whimsical spells work? What the shit did you just do to me? That's what I get for looking away for 2 seconds. I just subbed. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that enjoy Pokemon content. And don't forget, when Gen 10 finally drops, look, I have a Switch 2. I have one of the fabled Switch 2 consoles. When Gen 10 drops, we will be playing it day 1, guaranteed. I will literally take the week off work to play Pokemon. Trust. Nice rocks, idiot. Check out my legs. There is something about romhacks that feels off. What do you mean by that, Nico? Or is it something that I said? Fangames? I do think this game is a bit odd. I didn't even hit you that hard, you bastard. Okay. Death roll, do something. Water gun, rage, scary face, and bite. That's fine, just shoot water at it. Nice counter, idiot. You can't counter water. Are you British? I am indeed. I live in London. Big ass city. Alright, we lost a Pokemon, so I'm gonna go back and heal. We love fast forwarding games. Yeah, fangames have a really weird, like, aura about them, I feel. There's like a game feel. My condolences for being British. Oh, don't worry about it. I have no ties to my country. Like, quite frankly, I didn't choose to get born here, you know. I just happen to have this accent. What was I saying? Yeah, no, like, yeah, there is a weird, like, kind of feeling, game feel, like, aura, sort of, just, there's a thing about fan games that makes them feel weird. But it's not, like, one massive thing. It's, like, a lot of little things that, like, do you know what annoys me? So you're skipping the ruin. I forgot all about it, thank you. Yeah, I did say I was going back to the ruin, sorry. I was playing Hard Gold while watching you, and I just got Pokerus. Are you saying that I just gave you a freaking infection? I'm sorry. Charcoal. Super potion. Pot. I should check the rocks as well, shouldn't I? Okay, nothing on the rocks. But, yeah, fangames are just odd, but I think a lot of it just comes down to how much... Hey, Red Candy, I have a lot of those. Yeah, it depends on how much people are willing to change the formula. Some music notes. Interesting. And when I say change the formula, I mean from RPG Maker. Silver Wind, that's a good bug move. And also, kind of a shame that Dwebble is not a bug. Doesn't mean the fangame's bad, it happens on all fangames, but it just feels similarly odd. I feel fangames really, really like to push... Ooh, a Riolu. They really do like to push for, like, deeper storylines, I find. Like, you look at something like Lazarus, I don't think that storyline's that deep. But that also makes it feel more like a faithful Pokemon adaptation. Whereas, something like this, I don't know. You could tell it's a freaking fan game. I need a cool name for Riolu. I think, why did this come to mind? do I just call it this? Pokerus and 7 Shinies. I have never ever had Pokerus, to be fair. I'm clean. Anubis is my go-to for Lucario. The thing is, that just throws me off now because it's just a Power World reference. The Lucario of Power World is called Anubis. Play Pokemon Emerald Imperial. Ace, if there's something which I love doing, okay, is when people say you should play XY game, I need you to give me a reason. I'm not just gonna say yes or no. I want you to tell me why should I play it. Furry Punch. I still think Furry Fist is better. Well, I'm gonna call it Furry Fist. If no one has any other ideas, it's Furry Fist. Oh, I kind of want to use Lucario later, so I don't think I'll use it yet. Oops. That's a very good reason for us to come back, though. You can just get a really early Lucario. Hey, a Repel. Anubilism. It has All Gen and a Mega. What else? Okay, actually, I've got an even better question. Actually, I have an even better question. This will help you sell it to me. What does it do that Pokemon doesn't do already? That's my question. Okay, we just got mini Lucarios. To be fair, this is a really interesting place for a Ghastly to level up. Not that we need it, we have rare candies. I sold 16 houses today, and one of those houses sold for 3.5 million. Can you give me a house? That'd be very kind of you, good sir. Also, 16, isn't that, like, really good? Don't a lot of estate agents, like, cry over one sale because it's so hard to actually sell houses? Wait, can I do, like, Omaewo Shinderu Love? Did you see that? That was weird. I clicked on him, but I jumped to the other side of him. Yeah, look at that! I used my special powers to speak to my Ghastly while slashing through him. It's one of the hardest mods for Emerald. So, sadly, I'm not really a difficulty mod person. That actually puts me off. Oh, there's a healer right here. But fair enough. Ooh, Sableye of all things. Bastard. I don't think I want to fight this. Now that I think about it, I think I don't want to fight you. Heal my Pokemon, please. Did you watch me get murdered right in front of you? This game is cold. Why don't we battle to warm up? Would you like a hug? You're not the kind of person that would like a hug. You're really blue. It's Pikachu! And as expected, you lose. To the spooky boy. Hey, Kecleon. Do you know, actually, I realise I can't hit you. What the fuck? Why am I shadow banned? Who shadow banned you? I'm a double kick, yeah. And you're now a fighting type. It changed its colour for real? That's cool. Now peck it. Incredible. Now you're a flying type. Okay, if Kecleon legit changed colour upon taking damage, that would be so cool. Will Ash return in Gen 10? If you mean specifically the anime, no. I don't think he should. I think Ash being gone is a good thing. Because it means other characters can become mainstays. Gumi, you're a dragon, so I'm going to hit you with Twister. I'll look for one for you, Dave, and get back to you, but if you need to move to Australia. Damn. Don't worry, mate. I ain't got the money for it anyway. Forgot Kecleon did that, honestly. It's actually did that more people would use it. I think Kecleon would be a much more loved Pokemon if it genuinely changed color when you hit it. I get... Look, let's think about it, right? You could argue that's a lot of effort for the Pokemon Company to do. But if you ask me, look at Alcremie. Alcremie has so many forms. Look at Spinder. Look at all of these Pokemon that already do it. I'm not fighting Sableye, I don't want that. I don't want a Sableye, and I don't need to fight him. Pancham, on the other hand. Now, he's a funny little fella. I love Pancham. I need an edgy name. We usually call him Poe. Bulchinian, Cast Form. Cast Form had a bunch of forms as well, didn't it? What do we want to call this guy? Shoplifter. Do we have an edgy name for Pancham? Considering it turns into Pangoro. But Pangoro, it's a big panda that punches people. Kung Fu Panda. Pancham's a 1% encounter in this cave. Hell yeah. Pandemonium is great, actually. Apparently there's a D at the beginning. Is that how you spell it? Pandemonium? I believe it is. I can always change it if it is wrong. That is a fighting type Pokemon I would actually like to get out of the box, because I don't believe Pancham's actually that great later. But, if we ever need to bring Pangoro out another time, we can. Like, near the end of the game, I mean. I'm eating ribeye steak. You need to stop letting trainers stand in front of the freaking PC. That is not fun. Right, so Iron Fist as well. Hold up, he's got good ability. I think I don't actually want Ghastly right now. I actually don't think we need Ghastly. I think everyone needs to be level 20. Pancham friend. Boom, 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 boom. This is more of a good story. I mean, as of right this moment, I think it's okay. I don't think it's completely egregious. It hasn't done anything that's made me go, ew. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's incredible either. It's cheesy. But, no, it's not cheesy, though. Ooh, slash this early is nice. Karate chop. Work up. Attack and special attack increase. I don't think we need that. Yeah, when we have a Ghost Dragon starter, we don't really need for Ghastly. But because we haven't used it for even one gym yet, none of these Pokemon are considered overused. Fury Attack. Knowing you, Fury Attack Focus Energy is good, but it's not that great. I think we're fine with what we have. I like how I've modified this rare candy into the game, and it seems to think we used our last rare candy every time. Flame Charge. Why do you learn Flame Charge? Sure, you could learn Flame Charge. It's better than Tail Whip. But you know, speaking of story, you could claim that this game has got a cheesy story, but I think you can't. I didn't mean to give to you. I just didn't press right. You can learn Screech over Scratch, that's fine. But, yeah, so cheesy doesn't apply to something that takes itself seriously, I find. If you want something to be cheesy, it needs to legitimately, know that it's cheesy. Death roll is spinning. Oh, look at him. He's death rolling straight towards us into a new form. Hell yeah, Coconor. But yeah, all I'm saying is if something wants to be considered cheesy, it needs to be self-aware. It needs to know that it's cheesy. Otherwise, it sort of falls flat. You can't pretend like you're going to take yourself seriously, but also be, like, self-aware at the same time. It doesn't work that way. So no, I wouldn't say it's cheesy. I just think it's a bit, I don't know. Silly. Gibble or Garchomp? I do love me a good old Garchomp. Arm Thrust counts as a punch, right? Comet Punch definitely does. If it's over the line between cheesy and taking yourself too seriously, well, you can take yourself seriously. There's nothing wrong with that. Pancham, why is your head so low? Bro, I can only see the back of your scalp. Where'd you get the rare candies? I modded them in. Arm Thrust. Bosh. Pandemonium gonna beat the living arse out of everybody. You can't stop him. He's a panda. You insolent child, you can't just walk in front of me like that. Respect your elders. But yes, so far, this game has kind of demanded that I take it seriously, so I'm going to try. Can't promise anything, though. I'm a Comet Punch you. Oh, it's Zorro. Never mind, I'm gonna Arm Thrust you. I'm gonna thrust my arm all over you. So long. No, now it's an actual Grimer. Now I Comet Punch. What do you mean it missed? You punched 5 times. What? Miss? What? Okay, Death Fist. Magnitude. Yeah, so you can get infinite rare candies in whatever game you want. If you're running an emulator. And not even if you're running an emulator. If you're playing a fan game, you can do it as well. It's very simple logic. Every game has a save file. You just go into the data and change it. So all I did was I went into the game's files, found my bag, and changed one of the items that was in my bag into a different ID, and then changed the amount of them into 999. So the problem is the rare candy is actually meant to be in medicine. That's what it's supposed to be. But I've accidentally got it in items. So, yeah. That's just it. What gen's your favourite? Mine is 3rd. Mine is 4th. I'm a big fan of Gen 4, and I've always, said, if I ended up doing a mainline Nuzlocke game... Why did I destroy that? That seems really relevant. Magnemite. It's a little bit better than what I'm running at the moment. But yeah, I always said that if I was going to Nuzlocke a mainline game, I think I would probably want to do, Generation 4, but I would need to modify it. I don't know how I'd modify it, but I think I would. I don't need a membership with great content. I get it either way. Aww. Guys, I need a nickname for Magnemite, and I need it to be edgy. I need edgy. I know he's the roundest boy, but I need him to be edgy as hell. Sold so many houses so you could donate to spin the wheel. That's true. Yeah, exactly, actually. Bro wants to be gifted, but it ain't gonna happen. Electric box. I would just call it, blown fuse. Magnet bomb. Come on, you can be edgier than that. Shock blast. That's not bad. Char grilled, but it's a Magnemite. It's a Magnemite. Thing is, whenever you guys have got names for things like Bolt and Thunder, like Thunder Hunter was a cool name. But now we have an electric Pokemon, you can't think of any. I'm going to call him Blown Fuse. I like Blown Fuse. I think that's a good name. God, you guys have got to up your freaking naming game. You got to up that freaking naming game, people. Spin that wheel. Spin it now. To be fair, we have got... Let me heal quickly. I think we could probably spin the wheel. But the problem is... No? Too close? I already owe you 14 spins. I see how it is. So I actually owe you 15. The only problem is I think all of the wheel spins go to just a... It's 15 spins, yeah. I don't remember who those spins go to. I'm not going to lie. Let's do a spin for Demonica, I believe that was. Wait, did you do it twice? Why did it come up twice? No, you did it once. Change the odds of an input +1 or -1. Oh, sorry. Okay. No problem. Thank you. See you soon. Okay, Demonica. Choose one of the outputs and we will increase or reduce its odds by 1. So you can see the outputs are here. I could probably make it a little bit easier for you to see if I do this. There's also a bunch of them here. But if there's any output you can think of that you would like to make more likely or less likely, maybe I make it 0.5 instead of 1, actually, because you can't reduce some of them by 1. I'm going to make it 0.5 because otherwise it doesn't really work. But yeah, decide which one you like, and then we'll do that. And what I might do is I might, so that's 1 spin. I need to do 15 of these things. We are now at a point where I think we can. So I'm going to do 1. Oh, this pen has no freaking ink in it. Lovely. What's bro doing? I thought you played Pokemon. I do play Pokemon, but whenever we get donations, we spin a wheel, and I owe you guys 14 spins. So I'm going to keep spinning. Donor decides a ROM for the next poll. But I don't remember who the fucking donors were. Let me go to my last stream. I can find you if I go to my last stream. I think. I hope. Now, don't give me ads. Okay, no, I can't. Damn it. Wasn't the very first one like Nathan? Yeah, it was Fry, it was Nathan, and it was Raykov. Raykov was owed 5 of them. And then Fry was owed most of them, and then Nathan was owed them as well. I have a feeling the very first one was Nathan. Are we cool with that? I think it's Nathan. Also, I'm going to... You said the exercise one needs an increase, right? Okay, of course you do. Where's the exercise one? Increase this by 0.5. Scary. Basically, Nathan, I've just done a wheel spin for you. I think I'm going to go with that. I think it was one of the very early donations. 5 members was Raykov. Nathan, I believe, was 1 donation. And then Fry was a bunch more, yeah. In fact, I think I might be able to just click on channel activity. It doesn't track it, and that's kind of annoying. Nathan, choose a Pokemon ROM hack or fan game that you would like me to play, and it will appear on the next poll. That's how that will work. I didn't dono? Yeah, but this was for yesterday. So we did all of these donations yesterday, and I didn't do a single wheel spin for them because we were too early in the game. But now that it's the second stream, we're far enough in that I can start doing them. So, find a game. And if you don't want to, then you can always donate that result to somebody else. Raykov is not currently here, I don't believe. So his 5, I might wait until he is here. But, so hang on, if that's 2, if I take 5 away from that, that makes 10, right? So 9, specifically 9 of them are for Fry. So 9, Fry, I'm going to spin this 9 times. And basically you're in control of this, because it's your fault. Hello, son. Oh, that was almost a hot sauce moment, a thing which I keep forgetting. Permadeath. Alright, we need to make note of where we're at. Because when we change game, I usually wipe the slate clean. Celia's stupid ROM hack wasn't a very good game for spinning the wheel on. So, permadeath. I wasn't here yesterday. Yeah, you were. You were here right at the beginning. It was a different Nathan. Fair enough. Theo moment. I think he might be busy, but let's have a look. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, I can't really disturb him. He is currently having a sunbathe. Little boy is toasty. So what I'll do is I'll do a different spin for that. It's very rare that he's actually not busy. So I'll spin that again. We'll do something else. So that was 1. The fucking... Alright. Push-up, squat, cut. I actually shouldn't do anything with my legs just because I've injured myself. I'll do push-ups. Why not? 10 push-ups. And then we can take them out of the freaking... the swear jar. Because that swear jar is getting big. We need more interactions with the swear jar. Yesterday was a guy named Mick Howell, not Nathan. That was somebody else. Weird, I don't know who it is then. Fair enough, fair enough. It's the donation that stressed me out. Anyway, one moment, just got to do 10 push-ups. I'll be back in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what's funny is you just increased the rate of this one to deliberately make it so that I would get it. You horrible people. How dare you be so mean to me? Okay. Next. Push-up cam when? Why do you want to watch that? Fitness cam. Sell 5 items. Okay. Permadeath is 1. Sell 5 items. Okay, this has been 3 of 9. It was Milkow who said for a donation. Why do I feel like... Fair enough. Half the current Battle Royale amount. Your Battle Royales have been destroyed. The count is 56. So, it goes down to 28? No. Ooh. Is it 28? Yeah, it's 28. I actually don't remember taking enough of the Battle Royales off yesterday. So we'll see. Alright, roll 4. Also, don't forget that there are results on this that can increase it. Do you guys hear the clicking? Is it a good sound? Show stream a TCG code card. What I want to know is, are any of you actually using these? I'm really curious to see if anyone's actually been using these. So for anybody that plays the Pokemon TCG, here's one of the cards. You basically cash in this for a free booster pack on the TCG Live. There's the code. There's a QR code as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. Probably not. That's fine. Because if no one's using it, it doesn't matter. They were going to go in the bin anyway. I just do it like that because if you guys are here and you want one, there you go. You can get one. All right, roll 5. Do we have any Levanis? No, not yet, but hello, Ant. Is that touch grass? In-game immediately. That's why I left myself standing here, because I knew it was going to happen. Oh, I'm incredible. There was a fight in the grass as well. I must destroy him. Why did I do that? Bam, bam. Oh, so many punches. Pancham is kicking the arse out of him. Alright, we successfully touched grass. Alright, back to the wheel quick. I can't find my menu because I've got a can of something in the way. I've forgotten where it is. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Roll 6 out of 9. Check out Poketail. What makes Poketail... What does Poketail do differently than Pokemon does already? Donor decides who gets 10k. Fry, donate 10k to somebody. Or don't donate it, give it to someone. I think you're the only mod here, actually. If you are still here. What's this? Swap out a party member until the next gym. Ooh. Choose a party member as well. Next spin. This is 8 out of 9. Draw a Pokemon in paint in 30 seconds. Is Fry here? Brother, are you here? You haven't sent a message in a little bit. There you are. Cool, cool. Fucking hell, what was it? I've now just randomly drawn a blank on what I was going to say to you. These are your wheel spins. I need you to do some things for me. Oh, yeah. Swap out a Pokemon. You get to choose. And give me a Pokemon to draw. I need a Pokemon to draw. Where's paint when you need paint? Did you say it's an Undertale Pokemon mod? That is hilarious. I was sorting dishes. That's all good, mate. I'm not telling you off. It's all good. Oh, and 10k to someone. Yeah, donate 10k, choose a Pokemon from the PC to swap out, and draw a Pokemon. Gengar. Oh, God. I need my timer. Because there's 30-second timer. Alright. Drawing a Gengar. In 3, 2, 1, go. Gengar has got a round body like this. And then he's a spiky boy. And he's got 2 big old spikes at the front. And then a lot more sticking out of his back and stuff. I do not want to do it from this angle, but fair enough. He is the angriest of boys. He's like, brrr. Like that. He's very angry, and he's also very happy, actually. He's so happy, but I hate this already. And he needs little feet like this, and then hands like that, and this is another hand like that. And then I feel like he needs... Jesus Christ, why did that make me jump so much? There's Gengar for you, okay? Gengar, complete. Even with the unibrow that's really angry. There is your masterpiece. Incredible. Oh, you can't see it. Shit. Shall I do it again? I didn't show anybody. I was on the wrong freaking screen. Alright, hang on. We do it again. I was on the wrong screen. My bad, my bad. That was very silly. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. This doesn't change anything. He's still that's the wrong tool. He's still a round boy. He's like this, and then he's got spikes and shit. And then he's all like, I'm angry. This is worse than the picture I just drew. Now he isn't a unibrow. And he's like, I'm upset Gengar. And then he's like, look at me, I am Gengar. Actually, no. He's like this, and he's got big tongue, massive tongue. Angry boy. I've got 3 seconds left. This will do. Here's Gengar. To be honest, no joke, this is so much worse. But I'm actually way happier with this picture. The picture I drew before was just a dude. It was just a head. I much prefer this. That's genuinely solid. I don't think it is. You give me too much credit. Okay, one last wheel spin. Masterpiece. That's why it's called Masterpiece. You've seen worse. Ooh, catch a specific type. Fry, you must specify a type for me to catch. And when Raikov is back, he has 5 spins. And now we can continue. Gengar got that third leg. It's his tongue. Best art on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. You like my artwork? That's not a third leg, that's his tongue. That's his tongue. Look at him. Grass. Okay. Let me just quickly save this Gengar. Save as JPEG. Gengar. I might actually make it so that you can't make me draw the same Pokemon twice until we've eventually created our own masterpiece freaking Pokédex. You guys love my Gallade. Gengar. Gengar 005. If you guys want to see all of those masterpieces, you need to check the Discord. You should post them in Discord. That's where they are. They're all currently there. There is a channel on the Discord called Masterpieces. Okay, that's done. You said grass. Let me write that down. Bro, I thought he was packing. He is not packing. Shimmer, I could choose to remove. Yes. Back to the game, Dave. I also need to reduce the size of all of this so I can see the subscriber count, because it doesn't update unless it's like the focal point of the freaking screen. Okay, back to town, because I need to freaking discard a bunch of items as well. Marrow. Ooh, the next Pokemon to catch is grass is actually a little difficult. Because we're in a cave. We'll see what happens, though. Hello, Hamza. Welcome. Right, so, what would you like? What would you like on the team? Keeping in mind that this manipulates the freaking overused rule a little bit. You came over to clip the Gengar drawing. Starting to get a headache. There's a field on fire close by. Why is it on fire? Do you live in a fantasy world? Oh, also, don't forget, my next death is a permadeath. You want the Ghastly back? Okay, who's it replacing? Who's it replacing? Beyond Reminder. Gotta get him to become a Gengar. It's very possible he dies, but we'll see. Who do we put this over? Fry. Geodude? Geodude might be useful on the other end of the cave. I think I know who I would put him over. But that's not my choice. The Zebra. So long, Bulk Killer. Also, we need to set this to overused. We're not ready to do that yet, but that's what it is. And I might rename this one to Permadeath. There we go. Just in case Permadeath ever comes up, and there's overused. Okay, cool. I now need to sell a load of stuff. Well, actually, no, it's not even sell, it's discard, I think. So I get to discard 5 items. And I will get rid of this, these 2, and these 2. When did I get 2 ice heals? Okay, so that's done. Permadeath is set, and we have to catch a grass type. Awesome. In a cave, I figured you could stand to lose your electric type. Yes, I probably wouldn't have used him. But yeah, Ghastly, we'll see what happens to Ghastly. Very possible that it becomes useful. However, the next death is bad. Just the heat, Dave, it's 41 degrees Celsius? Yeah, that's more than the human body should ever need to put up with. Not a fan of those temperatures. Do look after yourself, good sir. Alright, Rockman. A lot of people choose 1 or 2 types to master and build their teams around. I specialize in rock types. Can you take me down? Absolutely. Tyron. Dragon rock type. Arm Frost. So long. Blow it up through Sturdy as well. Pandemonium is our rock destroyer. Arm Frost. Jeez, that's funny. So much damage. What type do you think is best? Well, I think I just sported it. I'm also going to go back and heal quick. Oh, he's got an Onyx. Okay. Rage. Wait, every time you hit it, it gets angrier? Okay, now I'm a little afraid. Wait, if it rages... Hang on. Pardon me. There we go. Easy. I was just a little afraid that Pandemonium was about to take a shitload of damage, and I'm just going to pop a potion on him. Also, once again, he keeps dying. Stupid freaking sub-counter keeps exploding. Am I not allowed down this ladder? Okay, you have to approach it from a certain angle. Yeah, do definitely be careful in that temperature. That is nasty. I'm so rich, I'm sure I'll own my own kingdom one day. I'll fill it with Pokemon of all types, except maybe ice. What's wrong with ice Pokemon? Dude, that's a Jolteon. What you got with against ice Pokemon? I'm an Arm Frost here. I'm gonna do it again. Hell yeah. This Pancham kicking butt with his fists. Accuracy is down. Yes. Why is there a water Pokemon in here? Just bite it. Oh, that did nothing. Bite it again. Bro's tanky. Okay, never mind. It keeps using Water Pulse, right? So I should swap to Nightmare. Never mind. Ghastly almost immediately died. Moonblade. That's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Damn, well, I didn't really want to sacrifice anyone today, but looks like I might have to. Wait. No, Death Lizard resists this. I can just Shadow Sneak you. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, Confuse Ray. Be confused. Beautiful. Twister. Snap that confusion that quickly. Alright, we're super potioning here. course it missed. Why would it miss? Oh, of course it missed. There we go. Jeez, we almost lost so many Pokemon there. Wait, you have a Flareon still? Oh, well, so long. That's our permadeath. Did not expect Bite to come out of that thing. I expected it to use Quick Attack or something. That's better. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Okay, so this isn't permadeath. This is fine. It's only the first Pokemon that dies is permadeath. I could write a rule, actually. I could write a rule. Hang on. Okay, firstly, escape web out of here, I think. Because this place is terrible. But it only takes you to the exit of the cave. Alright, never mind. I could just heal the team up here. So long, starter. I thought of 2 inputs I could put on the wheel. So long, Death Lizard. And on that note, we need to replace him with someone. Bitch. Maybe I'll bring White Noise for now. I don't really want to run Drillbur just yet, because I think he'll be useful later. I'm just going to save the game as well. But yeah, I just got an idea for 2 things to add to the wheel. One of them being no healing items during combat. Because one of them is no held items, but one of them isn't no healing items. I think that would be an interesting one. Because even if I'm not doing a permadeath thing, that could cause me to lose a fight. And then the other one was even worse. He's returned to the wild. I just box him because I like being able to look back on it. Hang on, I need to show you wheel. So, permadeath for 1 fight, and I'll make that a 0.5. So that's very unlikely. And then the other one is no healing items for 5 fights. Well, battles, isn't it? Where's 8? There it is. And that one could be 1. So there we go. Scary. Scary, scary. We can have fun with that, right? Back to the game. So all I need now is to catch a grass type, and then I'm basically caught up with the book. Great book. Oh, this is nowhere close as it's supposed to be. There we go. Wish I could bottle Dave's voice and spread it like marmalade over a slice of multigrain toast. That is so specific. You know, I've never been to Australia, and I don't think I could take it. I would constantly be looking over my shoulder for freaking everything. Be like, is that a spider? Is that a monster? Is that a shark? Is that a real-life cryptid? What am I supposed to do with all of these cryptids? Whismer. Ooh, it's 2:10. Whismer. Yeah, it's a shame Whismer's kind of arse. Then again, okay, if we see Whismer one more time, I might get it. Because we will never really have much of an opportunity to use Exploud. I think that's a Pokemon I would like to use at some point. Ooh, a Double Bow. Okay. Arm Frost there, and just Defense Curl. Visit Melbourne, I'll fight off the dog-sized spiders for you. That's terrifying, man. That sounds terrifying. I can't hit this thing without killing it, I don't think. Pokeball. That's cute. Also, hey, how's your game night? It was nice. We were playing the Slay the Spire board game. We've gotten to a point in that game where we're doing Act 2. So it usually takes us like 2 to 3 hours to do an act because we have to make so many freaking decisions and we're constantly talking over one another. Never pronounce it Melbourne. Is that not... Well, how do you pronounce it then? Melbourne? Well, why is it spelled born? I'm sorry, but if you have a B-O-U-R-N in the name, it's pronounced born in the UK. But yeah, no, we were playing the game and I've picked and built a character very specifically that does 100 things and then attacks once. Whereas everyone else is doing all of these things where it's like, we do all of these things, we use all of these cards, and then like 100 different spells go off and they all do little bits of damage, but they all add up to a good amount of damage. My character, on the other hand, is, here's my deck. I have now removed half of it, and the rest of these cards will one-shot everything. We're not to mess with the tourists because we're in Australia. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's just the British dialect, isn't it? When we spell things that way, it's pronounced burn. Born, sorry, not burn. Melbourne just sounds like a dialect thing to me. I will always probably call it Melbourne just because I'm British. I need a nickname for Whismer. Loud Murder. Okay, I'll go Loud Murder. Such a specific name. We could get the Whismer out later. I have no real reason to beat these guys up. The level cap's 24. Not that I'm using a level cap, I just want to make sure I don't go too far. Please send me one trainer card. Pokemon in India is expensive. It's expensive here as well. It's not specific to you. Moody. What do you mean I keep missing? Yo, this thing is buffing itself. Stop it. It battened past the other one and died. No, Pandemonium's going to punch everything. Calm mind, huh? There we go. But yeah, no, Pokemon cards are expensive everywhere. We literally bought a box of cards and it's £150. There's a lot of money. Ooh, a Shuckle. You're Bog Rock, aren't you? So I can Karate Chop you. That was a crit. Comet Punch. Ooh, you are tanky, boy. I'm just going to leave. There's no way that we're taking this out. We're going to be here for a while. Ooh, we're at the end. Shuckle barring the gate. Wait, so is this sun-touched already? Whoa. Hold up. Is this Pokemon Center massive? What the hell? This Pokemon Center's huge. It has an upstairs, it has a pathway. What's this? We're going to the clothes shop. In every Pokemon Center or mall, there's a tailor who has all sorts of clothes for you to buy. We hope you look for and find the different clothes you want to wear. I would like a new shirt, thank you. Red, blue. Jumpsuit. Lord suit. Yeah. What's the Lord set? I'm gonna look awesome. Hair dye. Give me pink hair. I'm gonna look awesome. TARDIS Pokemon Center, true. Lord suit. Lord pants. Pink hair. Hell yeah. Oh, I've got a cape. Yo, dude, I've got a sword. Hang on a minute. No. Give me blue hair. I have to give me cyan hair. Beautiful. I am now Himmel the hero. I am now Himmel the hero. Either that, If you don't want to call me Himo, I'm Himmel. I am actually budget Marth. I'm the cosplayer that got all of the colors wrong. That looks sick. Okay, I'll give this game bonus points for literally giving me a sword and heavy armor. That's so funny. I'm saving the game. No regrets. So what's this? The hair salon. I could change my hairstyle. Do you want to alternate between a shaved head and grown out hair? I don't want to be shaved. You're not a hairdresser, you're a hair remover. You're supposed to dress my hair, not remove it. And this is just a big supermarket. Wow, you sell bugger all. We'll be fine. Who are you? Is this your first time in a Pokemon mall? Not every city has one, you see. Only big enough cities can afford this spacious glory of a mall. You're able to do things here, though, that you can't do in regular centers, such as restyle your hair. No, you can't restyle your hair. You're either bald or you're this. What are these pillars? Whee! Oh. I am in the sky zone. I'm going to go back down because that's kind of terrifying. Pika Taxi. Okay. Play Pokemon Unbound? I already have. The full playthrough was on my channel. Skitty! It's holding something. Thanks for the normal gem, random Skitty. It's amazing how they got something up that fast. Don't know why people make fun of Orion for having a friend other people can't see. It's totally normal. I've been living in Sunto City for a year or two now. It's so beautiful. Did you say I'm glad you came? You don't know me. With how bad it is trying to buy, I'm not surprised. If folks can afford to, they'll offer over asking. Well, you're referring specifically to freaking, yeah, you're talking about houses now. Yeah, money is a hilarious commodity because it doesn't matter how much you have, it will never be enough. It's a large statue of the Augur. That dude looks straight out of Zelda, actually. You have the sharpest legs I've ever seen. Jern the second Augur. May his hits be critical and his focus blast never miss. Okay. Super potion. So what's the point of this flying section? Is that where the gym is? Because I haven't seen the gym, so it must be in the sky. Unless, what's this house? I'm sorry, but a subway station is currently cordoned off to the public. That looks like an overrail. That's not a subway at all, that's overrail as hell. Do you know what a subway is? Catch Gibble. Where? Thank you for telling me to catch Gibble, but how? I have yet to see one. Guess I'm never getting a Team Rocket Ball. I can't remember how you get those. Was it a jewel? When you talk to real trainers, alright. Orion's a freaking weirdo. They say he's best friends with a rock that talks. Would you like to trade Pokemon? I'll trade you my Natu for a Butterfree. I think I'd rather the Natu. I heard that Lucario can read your mind by looking at your aura. Is it just me or is that a little creepy? You got 2 TVs in your front room. Pledge moves. I'm aware of the pledge moves. I don't want to learn any of the pledge moves. Let's earn you some money. Call me emoji. Thank you for referring to it as that. But yes, right, thank you for the donation. And you know what? Let's quickly slap the Battle Royale counter by 1. And let's spin the wheel before we forget to. Because knowing my luck, I'll forget. Wheel! Answer 1 truth. Bro, that was so close. That was pixels away from me donating a YouTube membership. Stream is indeed too chill. Yeah, part of me wonders if it's because I exploded stream yesterday, but we'll see. We'll just follow whatever YouTube deems is what we are worthy of. Yesterday was probably the best start to any stream we've ever had, but I completely botched it because of the technical difficulties. I think they were saying they give you a Natu for your Butterfree. I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. But yeah, Fry, ask me a question. Early QA Sunday. Also, guys, do not forget, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, if you are a fan of Pokemon content, hit that subscribe button. You've come to the right place. Whoa, where is this gym, by the way? Yeah, my truth, what the hell happened with setup yesterday? If that's what you want to ask, simply put, I thought we were completely sorted. No hidden items here. Okay. But yeah, I downloaded the game. Whenever I want to use a controller for these games, because they're just way better than keyboard in my opinion, I use Steam. Because Steam would normally give me controller support without me having to do anything. I just run the game through Steam and it works. For some reason, this game running through Steam lags like crazy. Here's the gym. Oh yeah. Just felt for you as a bugger of a situation. Absolutely. It took me so long to figure it out. And once we finally got into the game, because, alright, so one, Steam wouldn't detect my controller. It just wouldn't do it. No matter what, as in, like, it did, but the game didn't. No matter what I did, Insurgence would not respond. Even though Steam was detecting inputs, Insurgence wasn't. I finally found a layout which allowed Insurgence to detect the input, which was great. We could start playing, finally. The problem is Insurgence would not run with Steam overlay. It screamed to a halt. Like, the lag was ridiculous. So Steam overlay couldn't be active whilst I was playing the game. Now, that, honestly, I probably could have just turned Steam overlay off and it would have worked a bit better. But I didn't really think too much on that. I was just like, okay, we can't use Steam. So I went and contacted the Discord server, and someone said you need third-party software for your controller to work with Insurgence. So what's currently happening is I have software open, which is every single time I press this button, every time I press left, it's actually pressing left on my keyboard. So all I'm doing is I am telling the keyboard what to do through the controller. These inputs I'm doing on the controller right now are keyboard inputs. The game doesn't actually believe I'm using a gamepad whatsoever. And those are the technical difficulties. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to go from my controller's not working all the way through Steam setup to find that the game was lagging ridiculously, and then back out to contacting support, to then getting third-party software, and then learning how to use that third-party software on the fly. So yeah, sadly, that's how it all went down. But we've got it working. We've actually managed to do some stuff. Okay, yeah, right. That's actually pretty solid that you were able to fix that on the fly. Yep, but it took almost 2 hours. And that 2 hours got into the stream, sadly. Hello, welcome to the Sun-Touched City Broadcast Tower. It's from here that we broadcast news and information all over the world. You got loads of TVs, but there's nothing good on TV. Okay, so if you spam any television, you get a Rotom. I don't want to fight Rotom. I didn't mean to fight Rotom. I just happened to test it. Wait, none of our moves affect one another. You have to spam Thundershock until one of us is dead. You are way stronger than I am. Never mind. But yeah, that's funny. Don't be harsh on yourself. That would have been super stressful and you handled it well. I like to think I did, but the problem overall... How do you go back down? There we go. The problem is YouTube was like, oh yeah, this guy deserves 60 viewers immediately. And, That was awesome. But now YouTube clearly doesn't think that right now because of all of the people that left. Honestly, YouTube's algorithm is ridiculous. If you're ever curious to know how YouTube works, every single person that enters stream is given a set amount of time to count as a viewer. And if they are not in stream after like 5 seconds, they will be counted as a loss, and YouTube will stop pushing stream. The more people that come in here and leave immediately, the slower the video gets pushed out, because it just looks at it and goes, nah, your stream isn't worth showing anybody. So when you've got 60 people immediately thrown into chat and 20 of them leave, it will give me 5 people. And then another 20 people leave, it will give me like 1 person. And then we're sitting on such a small number of people that the stream goes nowhere. And it will keep doing that. So, yeah, it's just a shame. I just got a job here at a broadcast tower. I want to run my own program that teaches people how to babble. I think it'll be fun to watch and a good source of money. If you're interested, I heard the boss upstairs was looking for interns to do field work. It's some program on rare Pokemon. Do I count as a viewer? So long as you are here and actively have the window open, then yes. You give a Butterfree and receive a Natu. I see. Maybe that's more useful than I thought then. But yeah, literally, you would be surprised. Yes, I'm not viewing. Yeah, so if you don't have it open on your screen as your like main focus, it doesn't count you as a viewer. If you mute it, you don't get counted as a viewer. There's some program on rare Pokemon. I'm sure they'll appreciate the help. Let's do that then. Television. I'm going to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of famous around these parts. I'm the star of the series. I didn't intend to play the trumpet. I've never heard of it. Hey, you're not allowed back here. This is where the boss of the broadcast tower works. You shouldn't disturb him, unless... I have your tab on a separate split screen. That probably still works, so long as you've got the audio on. The boss is looking for trainers, you see. We're trying to start a new channel based around rare Pokemon, but we need a trainer to make it happen. If you are, we can make you a star. It pays well, and you can keep any Pokemon you catch. If you're going on an adventure, it won't interfere with that. It'd be like a side job you can help out with from time to time. Sure. Excellent. I'll take you to see the boss, then. This kid seems to be a trainer, boss. He said he's willing to help you out with a new channel. Did he now? What's your name? Very well then, David. I'm going to make you a star. We start filming the pilot episode right away. Let's begin. I just walked over and the dude was like, pilot episode? Now. Here's the deal. You want me to be a movie star? A hero? We heard reports of a rare Pokemon in the area. Axew or something. To be honest, we couldn't care less. The problem is we've been through the grass tons of times. We couldn't find any. We've got helicopters everywhere in the area. All you need to do is use your skills as a trainer and find Axew and battle it. You can make it faint, capture it, or whatever, just battle it, we need footage. I recommend don't move around too much, maybe just wait in a certain spot and look for rustling. Let's slow the game down then. I would like an Axew. Invigorating gameplay. Ooh. Axew detected. This game is so slow. I'd like an Axew. Great Ball. Well, damn, that was easy. Axew's data was added to the Pokédex. It is a Dragon Tusk Pokemon. Guys, I need an edgy nickname for freaking Axew. I ain't gonna lie, actually. Executioner sounds cool because that's basically what Haxorus turns into. Murder Tusk. I'm gonna go with Executioner. Just because that's basically what it is. It's gonna cut your head off. Yo, Dave, if we got that on tape, come back over here. Hello. Nicely done, Dave. If we would have found that. We caught that battle on footage. You were fantastic. We're going back to the base now. Here's your reward. 2K. That's not much. Keep an eye on TVs to see if the pilot ever ends up airing. I will give you a call on your Pokegear if we need more help. Amputator. I kind of want that Axew. That replaces the dragon that we lost. Rivalry. Oh no, he hates women. I can go over freaking Rotom. Oh wait, no. What gender is he? He might just hate men. Oh no, it is sex. It is freaking the misogynist. I just find rivalry such a funny concept, because why would you ever use it? Unless you know that the opponent will always be the same gender. It's a great, like, as a concept, I could see it being funny. People just being like, oh yeah, we're going to design Pokemon this way, and you just look at it like, why did you do that? Minus speed up special attack is so bad? Oh, don't tell me that's its nature. Oh, yeah, that's crap. Oh, well. Oh, well, we'll make it work. Bro's jolly. Bro is jolly. That's actually a very interesting Nidorino. Because, like, Nidoking is not the fastest Pokemon ever. What about your work with the Axew Miss soon? Good work, I'm very impressed. Hopefully you can see the pilots on TVs around the region. We're still waiting for ratings to come back before we shoot anymore, so hang around. We'll call you on your Pokegear if we need to. I have a Pokegear. There's nothing good on TV. Ah, my episode must have sucked then. Sucked all of the life out of you. So, we have the gym to do here. What the hell is this? What? Okay, considering that this is what the area looks like right now, I kind of... this is probably very rude. Immediate first impression is I hate how this looks for a gym. Hey there, champ in the making. Welcome to the Santos City Gym. I wouldn't have known. The leader, Orion's a master of fire types, but his gym is themed around the light of the sun. You should try using rock, ground, or water if you want to win. All the viewers are booing that you didn't kill the Axew. Why would I kill the rare Pokemon? Thanks for the water, mate. Wait, so bringing a dragon's really good here. Axew kinda gonna pop off. The hell's this? Has everyone left their lunchboxes on the ground? Can genderless Pokemon like certain legendaries get rivalry, and does it affect the others? Genuinely, I don't think they can. Unless you can move the ability to them. Have a good day at work, Cody. Enjoy. Well, I say enjoy as much as you can. Got to be up in 6 hours to go to work. No, go to bed, man. If I get anything less than 8, I'm freaking dead to the world. It's an edgy region, and we wanted an edgy result. You never reach the gym leader, not as long as youngster Jacob is on the way. Where is he then? Is he here yet? You're not youngster Jacob, clearly. You said he's on his way. See, this is what I'm thinking, is that we can probably just walk all over this entire gym because we resist everything that they can do. Hello, King. We play fun Pokemon romhacks on this channel. That's what we do. Okay, excuse me. You didn't do that damage to me. I did it to myself. Yes, I'll swap. Sheesh. Big fan of the grass types that I'm currently fighting. Swing that. Does anyone else partially feel like that sound is like the beginning of a Sonic Adventure 2 mission? Do you know what I mean? When you start a stage and the words fly onto screen as the game's loading. Onward. Back to space. Skill swap would be able to give a legendary rivalry. Not sure how it works, though. I feel like it just wouldn't. I feel like it would be redundant. Like, it's an ability that you could give to a legendary to screw it over. Litleo. Okay, that's annoying. Axew, I need you to be better. Axew, I need you to be better. One of these will crit, yeah? Never mind. You could do it, Axu. Just beat him up. Look at this little panda. He's going to kick its ass. See? Easy gameplay. Litwick. I actually can't hit that. Oops. Thanks, Nidoking and Azumarill in this gym. You missed the free Moonstone. Nice. I missed a free Moonstone. Let me guess, I had to talk to an NPC that I ran past. And now we leave, and we heal again. It is a bit annoying that the Pokemon Center is not closer to the gym. I would almost always put the Pokemon Center, the Pokemart, and the gym quite close to one another. The fact that we have to go through that loading screen every time is a bit annoying. Also, why does this... Hey kid, it's me, the director. Okay, so it's based on footsteps. That's kind of funny. Would you mind coming back to the broadcast tower? We need to start filming the next episode. Sure, why not? I get a rare Pokemon for doing it. I'm a star. I can't talk to you over the counter. Great work on your last mission. This one's sort of the same thing. You see, we heard reports of one of these very rare Delta species over in the Rezai Desert. Would you like to check it out? Of course, you can catch it if you want. We just need footage. Dave, the ratings from the last episode are out on the roof. If we want to retain viewers, we have to have an exciting second episode. And guess what? Not only was there a rare Pokemon reported here, but it's a Delta species. That's right, Delta Pokemon are the rarest of the rare. If we can find it, we'll be the most popular channel on TV. Again, we've got helicopters everywhere in the area. All you need to do is use your skills as a trainer to find that Delta. Talk to my associate if you need a tip. Is that it? Alright, let's slow the game down. Brother's moving at the speed of light. You miss at least 2 Pokemon here. Wait, it's directly running from me, right? Executioner found an item and then immediately dropped it. Well done, you idiot. Where did it go? I think I've got this down. What I need is for it to run directly into me. Got it. You sneaky git. Whoa, it's a sand grimer. That's a doorbell. One moment. I need to go answer the door. Something. See, I do not know. Why does this room smell like yogurt? I do not eat much yogurt. Why does it smell like yogurt? I don't get it. Oh. What do you mean weird ability, Sylveon? It's a good ability. Actually, just reminds me of Iris from the Pokemon Black and White anime. See, I got the version of the game where Iris wasn't in it. It was the old man. Ooh, brother's on 1 health. Get in the Pokeball. Sandman. Oh, I could call it Sandman. I need to speed this up. First try. Hell yeah. It's like I didn't even think about trying. It's just pure ground quicksand. Sandman. Noticed you were gone, so Star Game to the rescue. Exactly, get everyone jumping. It's we ordered some new bedding, and that arrived today. Delta Muck's ability is Chef's Kiss. What does Chef's Kiss do? If you fight any freaking food-based Pokemon, you smooch them. Come back over here. Hell yeah. A Delta Grimer, that was awesome. You were fantastic, David. We got the whole thing recorded. We're going to head back now. We'll give you a call in your Pokegear. Hell yeah. Right, I kind of want to use that, actually. Let me in. There we go. Sometimes you can't go into, like, certain areas if your Pokemon's not directly behind me. So, Grimer. I feel like this is ghostly, but I suppose it isn't. Quirky. Sap Sipper. Boost attack when hit by a grass move. Okay, this dude just walks all over the first gym, I feel. I feel this dude's a bit busted. Kind of want to bring you for the first gym. So Pancham might actually be the one, which isn't very useful here. Which Pokemon is this? Hello, Anthony. This is Pokemon Insurgence. Something, something, Dark Cultist. I do kind of like it that it's level 25 as well, so this gym is just easy. The fuck happened to the starter? Oh, he got flattened. We rolled permadeath, and then he died. Sapsipper is very good. It means that the only thing that's going to really do damage to us is its secondary typings. Monkey! I love Taunt, because I was going to punch you anyway. I was going to hit you hard anyway. Just because we're young doesn't mean you should underestimate us. Why does this guy just have a gym filled with children? Darumaka? Another little monkey fella. Ooh. Swap out, because you will now die. Jaw Chop. That facade did so much damage considering it wasn't under any effects. Yo, Simisear. Hello. Slash. Ow. Okay, actually, I need you to actually hit it. I need to actually do some damage. No. Fight. Water gun. Spew. Croconaw, I also need you to do some damage, please. Simisear is not a tanky Pokemon, really. There we go. Ice Fang. I'm happy to take Ice Fang. Good move, actually. I need to go heal, because most of my team just freaking died. But yeah, I don't know why we walk into that area. It's like you walk into a gym and suddenly there's no walls. You're just... It's like that one place in Bloodborne where it's an endless sea. Love it that the TV show gave you the right mon for the gym. Well, the only reason I even gained the ability to do it was because I kept running in circles. And then the dude was like, yo, come back. It wasn't story-related at all, or level-related. I just happened to move enough. Also, for a gym that's supposed to have 2 trainers in it, I like the fact that I've now fought 4 of them. Now onto the 5th. Yeah, we could have definitely had a different Pokemon at this point, but I kind of like what we're doing. Because again, Azumarill, it just seems too predictable. I want to use a new Pokemon. Nice one, you died to the sand. How's the 19th century looking? I have no clue. I barely remember it. Oh, so you're Orion. Okay. Again, it's like, why? I just don't like the, entire design of this gym. Because what's the point of this? I'm very confused by this town. I'm really confused by this town. Do you think this is a fair assessment? Okay. I have come out of a cave. This town is very sunny, and that's quite interesting. You go up here to get to the next area, and now you're in the clouds. I guess what this is supposed to be is this is supposed to be above the clouds, but I just don't get that. I just don't get that from what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm in the ocean. So I suppose that's what it's supposed to be. That is an interesting idea. I just think they should have done something with the blue. Okay, it makes more sense to me now. I just don't, it's not, it hasn't gotten across to me very well. I had to genuinely think about it. The gym has 2 trainers and the other 3 are just challengers that also came for the badge. They shouldn't be fighting me then. They should be fighting the other challengers, the other trainers. Like gym trainers, not me. But hey, anyway. How much do you love mudkips? I'm actually a mudkip hater, believe it or not. My boy, Sceptile, will beat the living daylights out of your Swampert. I promise you that. A challenger, huh? My name's Orion. I'm the leader of Suntouch City Gym. I'm pretty good with fire types, and all my Pokemon work together under the light of the sun. That was a hint, by the way. Do you want a battle? I'm ready when you are, sure. I'm 90% sure Swampert is way later. Okay. The Rock. Everyone wants to know about the Rock. It gets lonely being a gym leader, so I have to make friends where I can. Everyone in the city mocks me for it, but it's alive, I just know it. But whatever, that's not important right now. Okay, it's all well and good that you believe that Rock is real and your friend, but there are other trainers in this mountaintop with you. You won't stand a chance. Not against me and my Rock friend. Yeah, Orion, you're a bit weird. This isn't Pokemon music, but okay. Minimize. You'll never take me alive. Here, sand fella, drink some water. I'm shocked that landed. Stop landing these hits. This is very mean of you. Sandman's trying to learn Bulldoze. Is that better than Sand Tomb? Yes. By quite a lot, actually. Dealing? You're a grass type. Oh no, Sam, we're fine with this. I almost want to minimize again. Never mind. You give it water, so it's Mud Man now. See, this is the other thing that gets me about fan games, is why do they make music like this? Why do they do music like this? It's like, this is so far from Pokemon music. Why do they do it like this? Alright, I'm just gonna go Nightmare. You can't facade me anymore. You are the facade. Confuse Ray. If you're gonna Solar Beam, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna swap to Executioner. He might be able to take it. Oh no, it hurt itself. Glorious. Glorious damage. Dragon Rage, that kills. Yeah, even with a potion. Why a potion and not a super potion? 303. Charmeleon. Oh yeah, but you're deaf Charmeleon. No, you're normal Charmeleon. You're not deaf Charmeleon at all. Just Dragon Rage again. Thing is, music like this doesn't sound like Final Fantasy music to me. It doesn't sound like anything like that. This music sounds like mobile game music to me. Again, though, how harsh can I be to a game that came out over a decade ago? Can anyone confirm that for me? When did Insurgence launch? How long has this game been out for? Oh, I'm confused. No, you blasted me with your forehead beam. Oh, bro's got black sludge. Okay, we might actually lose. We might lose this. Yeah, it's too fast. Okay. Brother is too fast. But what about a crocodile? So what? Ice Fang, I forgot all about that. Boom. Destruction. Okay, and then he's down. Cool, that was close. And it's like the freaking Final Fantasy music of just, you opened a chest. Like, okay. I lost. What a great battle that was. Well, that wasn't bad at all. What a great battle. Here you are. Congratulations. The thermal badge. There's a reward. Take this too. Why thermal? Why not the sun badge? Okay. The team contains flame charge. It's not the strongest thing ever, but it will boost your speed every time you use it. The next gym will be in Vipic City to the south of here. The leader, Xavier, has a forest theme and he specializes in bug and poison. Good luck, Challenger. I see. What about your rock? It's a white rock. Cool. I will now perish on my way out the door. Excuse me. Okay, whoever you are. Hey, David, it's me, Nora. You know, just in case you didn't recognize me from the behind. Did someone just run by here right now? She looked panicked. I wonder what that was about. I'm going to check it out. Okay, I'm going to come back before... Ah, never mind. So long, Death Roll. You get to perish to the poison. Harmony, what are you doing here? I'm in the middle of my work shift. I'm accepting challenges right now. Orion, we need to get out of here. I saw cultists entering the city and they were talking about you. I don't know what they're planning, but we need to get out while we can. Are you serious? You're right. Can you help me carry this? My friend is heavy. Are you serious? We don't have time for this again. There are cultists coming to attack you or worse. That thing's just a rock. It's not real. It's the imaginary friend. Let's get out of here. For crying out loud. This is why they shouldn't let kids be gym leaders. Too late. That's just Kyurem. Oh, my apologies for the loud landing. We have a legendary Pokémon. Say hello to Kyurem. Legendary Pokémon are hard to control, you know. This beautiful creature's name is Kyurem. It's a very powerful Pokémon. Its breath is said to be so cold it can freeze flames and electricity solid. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tane. I work for the cult known as Perfection. We're not quite as aggressive as the rest of the cults, so we kind of do our own thing. Do you know... Yeah, I can't take this game seriously. I think I've now made the decision that this game is like Unbound, and I can't take it seriously. You don't walk into a room and say, "Hi, I'm a part of a cult. This is how cults work. We are a cult." If you ask me, the real cults are the ones that don't call themselves cults. It was originally released in 2014 as a beta, but I think it was finished until 2017. I see. In terms of the Battle Royales, I think we probably won't do them. I will probably stream for 1 more hour and then call it there. Because I want to finish today and record some shorts, I think is what I'm going to do. I was considering streaming later, but I think I'm as of right now, I don't think I will, but we'll see. So if you need to go to bed, by all means go to bed. Is the government a cult? Probably. I need to try to get some rest. Yeah, exactly. Go rest, mate. All good, mate. All good, all good. You two have a lovely evening. That doesn't mean you should take us lightly. We still have our goals and we'll stop at nothing to achieve them. Which brings us to why we're here. No way, I'm gonna protect the stone. You're not gonna take my friend away. You're friends with a rock? Do you talk to it too? And you guys best friends forever? That's so cute. Listen, Jane, was it? You're not acting very friendly here. Tell us what you want and leave. Tell you what we want? Well, you know what? We want this kid's rock. What? No way, I'll die first. It's been fun messing with you kids, but now it's time for the adults to talk. Get out the way. Not a chance, leave us alone. Giant hand. Insolent child, did you just slap him? What's wrong with you? That's absolutely dis. Wait, what was that? That, my dear girl, is the reason we want the rock. Just because I mocked Orion, it's now angry. Symbols. Ah, okay, your rock was Kurem. What is that? If that's oh no, it's Reshiram, sorry, that's Kurem. The being of truth? Many years ago, Reshiram, my Kurem, and a third Pokemon Zekrom used to all be pieces of the same Pokemon, who with fighting and war eventually split the three apart. I didn't realize all three of them were the same. Cool. Reshiram was sealed in a rock known as the White Stone, which seems to have fallen in Orion's care. Seems like Reshiram has fled. Very well, at least we managed to awaken it. And now we chase. Let's get going, Kurem. We have a dragon to catch. Orion, I'm sorry I didn't believe you that your rock was a friend, but you were completely right, and now your friends fled off. I didn't see you two there. Who are you? Are you cultists too? No, do we look like cultists? Because apparently cultists have an appearance. No, of course not. We're trainers. I didn't think so. You aren't dressed the part. My name is Harmony. I'm the gym leader of Sonata City. I specialize in normal and fairy types. That's not relevant right now, but okay. Sorry you two had to see that. I'm assuming you're challengers. I'm a challenger. Dave beat Orion earlier today. I see. Can I trust the two of you to keep what happened today a secret? Orion could be in danger if the news gets out. Why? Reshiram's gone. Trust me, Dave, and I have a few of our own secrets to keep. I believe you. You should stop by Sonata City sometime. Was that? It's back! You came back. Oh, thank you. It's so good to see you again. I guess Reshiram couldn't abandon its best friend. Okay, so I get this game is almost a decade old. If it came out in 2017, get used to long cutscenes you can't skip but want to. Look, this is probably going to be my biggest criticism of the story, and is also how I'm probably going to continue thinking about this game as we go. This game feels like it was written by a child writing his favorite fanfiction. So far, that's how it feels. And I don't think I'm that wrong about that. It feels like someone was like, I'm best friends with the main character sort of deal, you know? It's like, I don't know. So does bro not play like regular Pokemon games? Not usually. I like to play the fun custom ones to see what people do. Guess Reshiram couldn't abandon his best friend. He would probably be less safe here. He only really feels comfortable with Orion. See, that's the thing, is like, why? I have no interest in this Orion character. He's just a gym leader that I've stumbled upon and have had no... The doorbell went again. But I've had, like, no real conversation with this guy. So, like, why should I care? You have to be careful. None of the challengers coming into the gym can see Reshiram. You never know who might spill the beans to the freaky blue-haired guy. I'll be careful, Harmony, I swear. Thanks for stopping by to help out. No, this is a big problem. I'm sorry for not believing in you. It's a massive problem that this Pokemon is here. Alright, I think I need to go answer the doorbell because the others can't hear it. I will be back in just a moment. Whoa, okay, go on. Ooh, I return. You know, to be fair, if the stream suddenly explodes over like 60 viewers or something, I might stick around for another hour, but we'll see. Whoa. Hated the dark rising writing style. ROMs are weird. They are. ROMhacks and D-makes are superior in every way to the main Pokemon company slop. But you wouldn't have your ROMhacks or your fangames without that main Pokemon company slop. But, the thing is, and it's kind of my point from playing Unbound and this, they feel very fanfiction-y. And that doesn't mean that they're good. To be perfectly honest, like, I do like the story of, like, Legend ZA. I thought it was pretty, like, decent enough, even if the execution wasn't amazing. These fan games try, and some games try a bit too hard. The thing as well is that you also have to remember that the fans of video games are not, like, professional writers. And I still like to hold them to high regard, because I appreciate someone that knows how to write really well. That I like. I like it when I play a game that makes me think. I like it when a game has characters that I enjoy. But yeah, curious. We'll see. I knew you were alive all along, but I never dreamed you were a legendary. You were a rock, but okay. I'll come and challenge you later then. I'm guessing you two have some catching up to do. I'll battle you later if that's alright. Go ahead, I'll battle Orion when he's ready, and I'll catch up with you later. I would take this too, I hope you get around to region faster. Instant Lapras! Okay. Why does the camera feel off? The camera does feel off-center. It was very off-center. Instant Lapras. Use it to create a Lapras for your surfing pleasure, replacement for Surf. Wait, so we've got access to Surf now? Also, I don't have a follower Pokemon. It's not defaulted to Croconaw. When the fuck did Croconaw land on 1 health, by the way? I don't remember that happening. Story isn't great in this, it's very fanfiction-y, but, like, not abysmal. Yeah. Like, some of the guys that I've played, like, I've recommended games to, I've just been like, look, you don't necessarily want to take much of you don't really want to care too much about the story, because there are moments where the legendaries just don't feel legendary. Like, this game so far and Unbound have definitely done that, where it feels like the legendaries aren't legendary, they're just more characters, you know. This pond here, unused by most. Before the Orca came, many of us used it as a wishing well. We would throw money in and hope for a better future. Ever since that statue's been up, not a single coin has touched the surface. Instant Lapras. I am now a Lapras. Corfish! I like Corfish. Corfish is a fun fella. What fan game is this? This is Insurgence. I am very curious to know how long this game is going to end up being. But if we can surf, we can go to places like here now. Hell yeah, 1 rare candy. Yeah, Sandman does need to evolve. You are right about that. I have no idea when it would normally evolve, like from Grimer to Muck. Right, well, I guess we just continue then. Strength? Bulldoze. See, this is the other thing. HMs are irrelevant in this game. So, thing is, that's not a problem. I hope that they make good use of it. Because why did that strength boulder need to be there? Hey, Rock and Roller, actually, that's not a bad shout. I need to hit it with something else. What, was it just me, or can you hear, like, the sound in the background there? Is it just me that can hear that? I've only missed 6 levels of time, but I feel so lost. Are you trying to keep up with how this game's functioning? Ooh, I need a cool name for Rock and Roller. Yo, guys, do you have a cool name for Rock and Roller? I also need to eat this sandwich before I just completely forget to eat it. I need to eat my sandwich. Nice. Who was my starter? Charmander. That's what chat voted on. I'm sorry, Purgatory is such a funny name. That is such a funny name for a Pokemon. Awesome. Right, do we swap anything around? I can't remove Ghastly. I think actually was a bit shit, actually. I think I'll bring Pancham back. Pancham's awesome. Yeah, our starter was Charmander. I think that's the other thing, is like... I'm not a massive fan of how this game's done regionals either. So was that to continue? To continue, you have to serve. Okay. Oh yeah, Whismer. Boom, destroy him. Remove him from my face. I'm the strongest of the strong, and I have only the comfiest of shorts to thank for it. That's cute. Camper Joey. Hey, Vigoroth. Oh, the biggest of uproars, but luckily I kicked your ass. Giraffe rig. Psychic. Pure psychic, right? I'm just going for a Death Fist at it. It's the strongest starter and it's not even funny. So it's not balanced then. Ooh, how the freaking hell did you take that much damage? Okay then. Oh, we're not actually that strong, are we? A ghost that's weak to psychic. How very silly. Bite it then. Why did you crit? Mental. Pancham, you need to learn some dark moves. I'm just going to say that now. Why would you do that? You have psychic moves. Just blow Pandemonium up. Or is he's not fighting yet. He's dark. No, he's not dark yet. He's fighting. That's what I meant. Ghost Dragon off rip, and then it gets some insane moves and abilities later. Ghost Dragon is a ridiculous typing to give as a starter. Dragon starters in general shouldn't exist, and the only reason it works in Unbound is the fact that your very first area is ice. A lot of Pokemon you find early on are ice, and they can deal with Gible. Venusaur's the strongest, Charizard's a glass cannon, and Blastoise is weird. I couldn't really tell you. Hit plop. What? But that's not what I expected to find. To be fair, we have used Croconaw a couple of times, but we've not actually had the opportunity to use Empoleon. Oh no, Fire's power was weakened. We love Piplup. Hell yeah. Venusaur's bulky. I mean, Fairy Psychic is not a bad typing to have. My only problem with Fairy Psychic is it loses its, like, power over Dark. It's very proud. It hates accepting food from people. I see. I need a nickname for that. Actually, no. This is Empoleon. This is Emperor. This is the Emperor. Because that's what you're going to be. I'm going to swap Croconaw for Piplup, I think. We've rolled Croconaw a couple of times, so I don't mind using it later, but... Or do I run Piplup later and keep Croconaw for now? Actually, I think we do that. Because once we beat the second gym, we now need to start rotating Pokemon. I am curious to know why Venusaur's a monster, because if you ask me, the reason why Venusaur is good to begin with... You see that? We know for a fact that you suck. Thank you. But, I don't even need to fight you. What am I doing? But, yeah, the reason why Venusaur was good to begin with was obviously with its bulk, but also all of those status moves. I have not run Tentacle in a while. You die in one hit. I don't know why I thought water resisted ground, but here we are. Have you seen the ruin on Route 2? I heard there's a very powerful Lucario in there. You heard correctly, apparently. I'll say this game's got a good map design. There's hidden bits in that to discover. Hitmonlee? But why Hitmonlee? Okay, I die. It just kind of feels a little bit like the prestige of a lot of Pokemon. Well, that's so many crits. But yeah, like the prestige of a lot of Pokemon don't feel very respected, if that makes sense. Like, why does this guy got a Hitmonchan? A Hitmonlee, sorry. Why does he have an unknown? This seems to just be a dude. I don't really get why his team is built this way. His first Pokemon was a Geodude. That's the only thing that made sense. Ooh, Sucker Punch. On a Ghastly. I mean, it's decent power, at least, I guess. Water does, poison doesn't. No, water doesn't resist ground. Sucker Punch. Because if it did, then it would have been neutral damage. Yeah, I get that he's a Ruins dude. If he's a Ruins dude, I could forgive the unknown, but why the bloody hell did he have a Hitmonlee? That's the bit I don't get. The team just didn't make sense. Stop walking so loudly, you'll scare away the bugs. If you don't have bugs in your team, thank you. You have a bug. I'm gonna peck it. I'm gonna peck it very slowly, apparently. Okay, Moonblade, you might actually suck. Nightshade. What game is this? Fire Red? No, this is Pokemon Insurgence. It's a fan game. Which is funny, we played a bunch of fan games recently. Not as many romhacks. Beedrill. Poison Bug. Throw rocks at it. This is Pokemon Sword and Shadow. That would be a funny name for a Pokemon game. You know it. Yeah, it's Pokemon Insurgence. It's a game about cults, apparently. Bulldoze. That's more consistent than Magnitude. And Volbeat. Again, you just throw rocks at it. Yeah, don't listen to Sylveon. They're being mean. What do you mean you died? Are we under-leveled? Is that the problem? When did Pandemonium get poisoned? I do not recall that happening. Circle throw. User throws the target and drags out another Pokemon in the party. Sure, another karate chop. You, that Beedrill looks like my sister. What? Don't let your sister know that you said that. Cherry Berry is paralysis. Super Potion. Ooh, you guys are mostly dead. I might as well just run back. I'm not that far away from the start. Sooner Widow! Sword of Shadows, an actual Pokemon fan game. You have 13 days to beat the game and Pokemon don't level up. That sounds very Dark Souls-ish. What do you mean by 13 days? I see. Meow. Meow. We dashing. We moving. But yeah, I almost feel like I need to write down, like, what I need from a perfect Pokemon game. Because it's very easy for me to turn around and say, that's a Ralts. We use Ralts way too much, I'm sorry. We can't just keep picking up Ralts. Unless it's specifically got a new form. We play Ralts in freaking every game we play. Get out of here, Ralts. We can't keep having this. It's the Dark Souls of Pokemon. No, is it the Dark Souls of Pokemon, or is it the Dark Souls Pokemon? Awaken. Could have at least dropped a good item for me. Ooh, this is neat. Sticks. Why was there a TM in that? Who are you, random man? I see you found me. I'm the proud owner of a rare Delta Pokemon. I can trade it to you if you want. My Delta Cypher for any Steel Pokemon. Hell yeah. Excuse me, let me go get my Magnemite. I'm so excited, I'm going to take a shortcut. Delta Cypher? What could that be? Remember to keep an eye out for grottos. That's true, I completely forgot about them. Grottos come up in so many different games, but they're never important. You're not Steel at the moment, but you are. Bro's like, give me a Steel Pokemon. I'll love it. Forever. It'll be my favorite. I love Steel Pokemon. Come on. What Pokemon is pure Steel? What Pokemon is Steel only? Isn't it just Mega Aggron and the Klefki, Klinklang line? Registeel, that's true. Maybe that's the only 3 pure Steel Pokemon. Here you are. Yeah, give me that, dude. You can have Blown Fuse. Okay, Cleaver, the Ice Cypher. Not what I expected. You're also only level 17. Ice Fighting. Hustle. Okay, well, you need moves that never miss. Okay, I mean, sure, we can make this work. Orthworm. How is that not a bug? Oh no, I used my last red candy. No, I didn't. Hello, Blast Edit. No Sweep. Is that the one that reduces speed? Yeah, we can take that. What game is this? Hello, Harry. This is Pokémon Insurgence. It is the one about cults. We play fun Pokémon ROM hacks on this channel, and fan games, because we like to see what people can do with it. Please do not spam. It would be lovely if you didn't do that. Ice Ball. How's that a physical move? Oh well. Sylveon's being very helpful. It's definitely called Pokemon My Ass Edition. Okay, so Cleaver might be useful. Thing is, at the same time, I'm like, okay, why an ice fighting Pokemon if you've got these droopy looking trees and this random hut? Nothing about this screams ice fighting to me. Did you know that in the Tauren region there's a trench so deep that nobody's ever touched the bottom? It's called the Maelstrom 9 and it's huge. Hello, Houndoom. Chinchou. Pursuit Ice Ball, full swipe, low sweep. I think we low sweep you. Never mind, I think we miss because of hustle. Bam! Huntail. Are you a dragon in this game? Nope, okay. Oh, we're locked into Ice Ball. Never mind, we leave. You are pure water. Any mods around? What do you require, Joa? Oh, balls. Okay. Ice Fang. No, bite. Ow. Okay, we don't have an answer for Huntail. Sorry for spamming, I'm quite enjoying the gameplay. Are you sure about that? I'm struggling. Ooh, no, Sucker Punch is going to do us in. Hypnosis. Now we Nightshade. Okay, that's annoying. I'm going to Sucker Punch then. Shit. Death Fist, can you do anything? I think you can't. Actually, no, you probably can. Because of Sturdy. Oh, so close. Sandman, you are too slow to do a thing. But it didn't use a water. What do you mean we're frozen solid? That's so harsh. Okay. Does this Romhack have Mega Evolution? I believe it does. I'm shocked that we just don't have an answer for Huntail. We just don't have an answer. Okay, at least we're fast. Okay. Don't have another Pokemon. Shit. And it's a Croconaw. Super Potion Cleaver and hope and pray that we don't die immediately. Okay, that's good. Low sweep. Okay, never mind. It's biting us instead of doing anything useful. Beautiful. Grimer is Palisand at home, actually. You're not even wrong. Buckbeard! He doesn't have a beard. Bro doesn't have a beard. He can't be Buckbeard. Give him a beard and we'll talk. I can't surf on the green goo. You're a person. You're another person. Mechi Town. Awesome. I got a Rayquaza and a Luxury Ball. Well done, that's not easy to do. Is there a gym leader in this town? Nice houses. I'll have a colour. Look who it is. Hey David, how are you doing? It's me, Nora. I see you finally made it to Mechi Town. I love this place. I used to live here, actually. I just wanted to meet up and talk about something. But first, how did we battle? There aren't exactly any cults around to find out, so why don't I show you exactly why my Celebi's so dangerous? You're assuming that there are no cults nearby, Nora, you fool. That's a Hodedge. That's different to what you just told me you were going to do. It became nimble. It's also dead. Who wants eternal life? Get it, Dave? Because my avatar is Xerneas. I feel like I'd be that person which could make the best out of eternal life. Give it to me. Also, guys, do not forget, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do consider, because we play fun Pokemon ROM hacks on this channel. And also, when Gen 10 drops, we will be playing it. I'm hurt by my burn, but it's okay, Death Roll doesn't care. We are really weak compared to this trainer, by the way. We are really weak compared to her. You want to Flail? No, you don't. Flail's a bad move. I don't know what you said you were changing to. Floettes. I can hit that with water gun and then just die. Never mind, I'll die anyway. Flabobo. I have no poison moves.
It was very
Jeff.
nice discovering this channel today.
Thank you so much for coming along, May. I appreciate it, and thank you for the donation. See, if you've never been here before, let me show you what happens, okay? We add to the Battle Royale count. Whenever we get a donation, we add to the Battle Royale count, and then we spin a wheel. Where's my wheel gone? Here it is. And this wheel makes silly things happen. Bum, 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 bum. Draw a Pokemon in paint in 30 seconds. Hell yeah. Yo, Harry, name a Pokemon, and I will draw it for you. Where is paint? I have 30 seconds. Name me a Pokemon, and I will draw it for you to the best of my ability. I can't draw. That's the joke. I need Harry to give it to me. Charizard? Shit. 30 seconds for a Charizard. Okay, hang on. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Charizard is like, he's like a ball shape with a big old neck like this. Look at this, this is Charizard, and then there's his face and a big horn. He has 2 horns, actually. Big ass wing, and he's like, whoa, big ass wing. And then another big ass wing. Bro looks like Lugia, that's how you know it's Charizard. Look at these feet that I have found. He's got a tail, and the tail is like that, and it's in front, and he's all like, smile. I have little arms like this. There he is. There's the timer. There's your Charizard. You're welcome. Dave, I think that was like 40 cents. Yeah, I don't care. I wanted to spin the wheel. Very possible, but it's okay. There's my freaking Charizard for you. You're welcome. And that can now go on the Discord. Also, to be fair, I don't even know what currency that was. Brother, what currency is that? Better than Gen 10 Pom Bomb. That's a Chizard. It's beautiful, and it's going on Discord right now. It was Indian rupees. I see. It was 40,000 yen, if only. Yeah, it's about 30 pence. Fair enough. I just don't like the fact that you don't get to, you don't get to see the freaking translation then and there. Yeah, normally I limit those to $2 as a minimum, but you're welcome. You're lucky, but I didn't know the I didn't know the conversion rate, but it's okay. I was in the mood to do it anyway. I think that was a very good roll. I think it was a very fun spin. We just nightshade you. Grassy terrain is down. You wouldn't know it, but it's down. And now Celebi. Over 28 Celebi, so confuse rate immediately. And Sucker Punch it. Bro, stop ancient powering. Chill with the ancient power. But you're grass, I might be able to hit you with Ice Ball. Ooh, that was good. Oh, hit yourself, please. You can tell by the color, it goes from blue to red for how much is donated. That's true, but sometimes the green ones are good. I don't want to limit it to new colors, actually. Limiting it to specific colors sounds a bit crap. I have a feeling we lose this fight. Ooh, that was very good, but I still think we lose. Sandman can't survive this. Unless it uses a dumb move like that. Unless it uses a dumb move like that. Unless it keeps using dumb moves. Why did it give me the win? That's so dumb. Proudy is right. Yeah, it's all good. How does the color change? To yellow, to blue, to green. Hang on, so what's ZAR? Hang on. $35 ZAR. This that doesn't count either, actually. So for 10 AUD counts, it's the rest of it didn't. I remember getting hard-walled by the Celebi when I played in hard mode. Oh, I'm sure it probably would. I'm only playing on normal mode. I should not have won that. But it's okay, because I did. Why are you learning Mud Bomb after Bulldoze when Bulldoze is just better? Okay. Oh, we're still fighting. I thought you were out of Pokemon. Oh, I can't fight this. Wait, you know Spit Up and Swallow, but you don't know Stockpile? Okay, we might be able to cheese this at least. We might be able to cheese this. Oh god, these bug bites really hurt. I don't remember bug bite hurting this much, but they seem to be hurting quite a bit. Can I just get a crit, please? That'd be wonderful. The other thing I could do is minimize like crazy. It's still hitting me. See, that this is a problem because we can't out-heal it anymore without minimize proccing. Right, good. Do it again. Okay, we might be able to get a minimize off. Awesome. We cheese. We item cheese. God, imagine if items could crit. You heal and you critically heal. Oh, I ran out of Bug Buzz. No, it didn't. It just used Protect for no reason. Okay. We will slowly but surely defeat this fella. The AI's like, it's not working. We can't kill it. It's not working. Oh, and it can't raise a leaf because it heals us. Beautiful. That is such a dumb way to win. Nora is down. Even with Celebi, I can't win. Yeah, because I cheesed you. You are Stilton. We have a Haunter. Surely he shouldn't be able to evolve if he's dead. I'll take a Brucken Haunter. Shadow Punch. Again, loading bad moves. I don't have a Nightshade. At least Shadow Punch can't miss. Well, that was intense. I'm starting to get convinced the prophecy was about you instead of me. I'm standing here spraying all of the healing to keep him alive. I wish I were able to read it. That way I could know for sure. Anyway, I need you to talk to Damien. He seems trustworthy, so I told him about Celebi and Mew. But I don't think I fully explained to him just how important it is for him to shut up and not talk about it. You have openly added more people to this problem. Nora, you idiot. Would you mind doing that for me? Last I heard he was heading south to Vipik to challenge Xavier. I'll do it myself, but I have other things on my mind. I'll see you. I have other things on my mind. I would do it, but I'm thinking hard. Taxi Kion. I do like the fast travel, but my god, does it make fly redundant? My question is, why should I ever fast travel? Egg. For daycare. Okay. But yeah, like, if I've got fast travel, the game needs to give me a reason to use it. Which is why you don't usually get fast travel until way later in the game. Bum bum bum, thank you for my cipher. What's the level cap for this area? Orion, so Nora was supposed to be a level cap of 30, which is kind of funny. So the current level cap is 35. This game goes up to level 98. Don't think, Dave? I try. I try so hard to think. Wow, I accidentally spoke to you. Spearo Man. I've been living here in Mechi as far as I can remember. Back then, only sources of food came from that berry patch. Ugh. But then we learned to farm and fish, and our town's only grown since. Yeah, but imagine that being the only source of food you get is from berries. I'm not allowed to take them, okay. If you don't have one already, you need another dark type to evolve Pancham? Do you? Do I have another dog? I don't believe I do, but Sableye would have counted. Maybe I go back and catch Sableye, but that was a little ways ago. Ah, but now I have a reason to fast travel. Come with the Pika Taxi guy for $500. Where are you going to take me? I believe it was the cave just before Sun Touched had the Sableye in it. Now, it evolves at 32 when you have another dark type in the party. Okay. So we go to Sun Touched, and then we go in here, we catch a Sableye. That's a Rock and Roller. Ice Ball. Wait, wrong move. Low sweep. Sturdy is such an annoying move, even just as like a casual player. It's just, oh, I can't one-shot everything. Slash? You could learn Slash. You can have that over Pursuit. I don't think that's a great move. Slash is at least better. Alright, Sableye, please. Sableye would be lovely. That's a Magnemite. Kick the Magnemite. Right, maybe we have to go downstairs. Onyx! Hick the Onyx! Everything has Sturdy. One way to make caves terrible is to just put everything with Sturdy in it and then make the freaking catch, like the encounters, Zubats and Geodudes. You're playing a game I love. Hello, Ash. Welcome. Which game is it that I'm playing, though? Do you know? I'm in the water. That's a dive area. Whoop-ah. Another Pokemon I've weirdly used a lot. So long. I like that slash animation. It did not need to be claws. There's a magnet up there. Oh, Makahita. Wait, I have multiple fighting Pokemon. You're a fighting Pokemon that's weak to yourself. That's silly. Oh, you get the magnet from just going up here. How did I miss this? Magnet. There's the Sableye I was looking for. Full swipe. No, you can't get hit by this. Maybe we'll just throw balls at it then. Great the ball. That was easy. I think this dude should be Goblin Slayer. Pokemon Insurgence is a Pokemon game I put 40 plus hours into. Very nice. What did you like about it? I put over 100 hours in this. Damn. I don't think I could ever put that much time into a single ROM hack or fan game. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. Unless it, like... Actually, now that I say that... Oops. Now that I say that, I think my big thing about Well, my big game would have been Infinite Fusion, because that's just a game that you could just come back to over and over and over again. What's an edgelord name for Golem? Do you mean Golem is in the Pokemon Golem, or do you mean Golem is in the dude from Lord of the Rings? Because that dude's not an edgelord, he's a freaking coward. Is there no Pika Taxi in this town? So you can use the Pika Taxi to come here, but you can't use it to leave. Am I dumb? Have I just missed it? Huh. So you can Pika Taxi here, but you can't Pika Taxi out. That's a bit of an oversight. Oh well. The railway kicked the taxi out. Doesn't it just seem weird? Like, why was that the decision that was made? Was it in the cloud area? Yeah, the taxi is definitely in the clouds. Not to take the piss, but that is a funny idea. The Pika private jets. Item. Pseudo-Wudo! Blue sweep. He's gone. It's funny, because I'm thinking to myself, like, what games can I immediately compare this to? And the one which comes to mind is freaking Vanguard. And I'm just like, I don't get why is it that fan games need to have non-Pokemon music mixed in with Pokemon music? It's just it's so jarring. It's immersion breaking, if you ask me. And there's a lot of fan games that do that. I think it's one reason why I appreciated Relic so much is because it didn't break that immersion. The music was always from Pokemon games. Also, can I just say, everyone who has subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. And thank you to the people that have supported the channel. It's the car from Harry Potter disguised as a taxi. Bro was sentient, apparently. Right, what am I doing? I'm getting a Sableye out. We can get to Pangoro, sorry. Why am I healing? You know when you just walk into this building, it's like going to the toilet. You walk in, you immediately sit on the toilet, even if that's not why you came in there. Stall. It was 32, right? Vital throw. User attacks last. In return, this throw is guaranteed not to miss. Yeah, probably. $30. It is odd having a first, like, a base level Pokemon at level 30. It almost feels like they should all be evolved at least once before 30. There he is, he's mad. Fighting Dark. Iron Fist. Boosted defense, reduced special attack. I'm okay with that. Alright, thank you, Goblin. You can go back in the, Alexa now. How that's not, like, a sound effect, I don't know. Or has the audio been ruined? No, 65. Apparently, that just doesn't count as a sound effect. How to continue? It's up to the right, is it not? To be fair, Gen 5 and 6 had some terrible evolution levels for it doesn't feel that bad for when it came out. I can see that, yeah. Do you know who I am? Allow me to tell you. I'm known as the Secret Base Manager. Okay, you have secret bases in this game. I'm happy for you. No, thank you. Like, can I... No, wait. I have to buy the secret bases. Okay. I don't know, evil. Oh, wait, no, this is the secret base. This is way too big. Why is it so big? Okay. It's fucking huge. It's huge! It has a second What? Where am I? There's a Mischievous in here. What? Is this a secret base or not? Is this how you continue? Friend Safari. What? Like, okay, I guess. I have a post box. What game is this? This is Pokemon, I've already forgotten the name. This is Pokemon Insurgence. I have no freaking idea where to go next. Left? Nope, that's the daycare. No, it's not Pokemon Shiny Gold Sigma. Sylveon, behave. Where the bloody hell do we go? Did you know that Volibee and Ruffler don't evolve into 54s? Yeah, that's stupid. I thought the way to go was there, but no, that's Friend Zone. And going down here goes nowhere. And here's the daycare, but again, there's nowhere to go here. These rocks are climbable, I'm happy for you. Okay, we need to look at a map. I have been stumped and I need a map. Even this map doesn't know where I am. Sun-touched. Mechi. Yeah, so it's here. It's here down. Please move. Oh my goodness, I'm lost. Is it in the Friend Safari? No, I would not like to connect to the internet. I don't... Who do I look like? Some of the streams? Where am I going? No, where do I go next? There's clearly a path in this town that makes no sense. I feel dumb. Do we surf down? Oh! It was that obvious. I see. I didn't consider that. Because we've only done one gym and I have surf already. I didn't think that we were going to be doing surf crap yet. Here's a Fearow. I want that Fearow. Got it right there, by the way. I see, but I want this Fearow. Oh, it's a normal Fearow. Never mind, I don't want it. Fearow sucks. It drops an item. Pluck. Cool. Friend Safari is the only way to get an oddly specific item. What do you mean specifically from the game it's from or in this game? Litwick. Clover. I can't hit you. Ice Ball. Oh. Ow. Ow. I win. Drift Blim. No. Keep throwing ice balls. Incredible. What's that sound effect? Dude became an accordion. Rotom, you are electric ghost. Ice ball. Boom. Hello, Andre. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody, by the way. Hope you're having a lovely day. Blizzard? You're a physical attacker. Why would you ever learn Blizzard? Who made that decision? Don't make me regret this. Yeah, you're a physical attacker. Why would you ever learn Blizzard? Also, I need to heal. Can I say what the friend Safari item is? Go for it. What version of Pokemon is this? It's called Pokemon Insurgence. Apparently it's all about cults and murder and death and sacrifices, but I'm not gonna lie, as of right now, it's mostly just a subpar freaking fan game. What's my name? Why, I'm called Jerome, the mightiest of Pokefans. No. You just said your name was like Jerome or something. Why is your name Archie? Nice counter. I swear that said his name was something else. Why did they call me Jerome? That's not even my name. Yeah, it's not. That's just weird. Onita. Destroy it. I fell into his ruse. He was like, that's not my name. Another game spell tag helps repel wild Pokemon if you wanted to save money from repels. I did not know that. What I do know, however, is Intimidate does the same thing. Wingull! This game's got a lot of Pokemon in it. Who are you? This route was a dream for a sailor like me. There's water everywhere. Dude runs a bath. Oh my god, there's water everywhere. I love it. Quillfish, you're weak to this. Quillfish is just bad Tentacruel. I'm currently developing a ROM hack. What do you like the most as a player? New map to explore, dex expansion, high level of difficulty? Oh, you're masculine. That was a really weird sound you just made. It's a good question. There are things that I like in a ROM hack that not everyone necessarily cares for. One moment. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Just slash. I'm working over 3rd gen. My main thing, I think dex expansion is worthwhile unless you're specifically making a game that doesn't have a new region. If you are making Emerald and you aren't expanding the dex beyond Emerald, then fair enough, I kind of see why you might not want to do that. But if you're making your own region, I'd recommend you make the Pokédex be whatever you want it to be. Make it as big as you want it to be. I'm struggling to hit this guy. Is this a normal playthrough or a challenge one? It's just a normal playthrough. I've never played it before. So my channel is all about experiencing like Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games and just seeing what the community comes up with. I'm just very interested to see what people could do with the idea of Pokemon, you know. Okay, this guy, this one Basculin is kicking my ass. It is level 29 now that I think about it. Yeah, okay. Wow, that Basculin did not want to die. I didn't have an answer for it. That's what I get for not bringing any electric types with me. I'm gonna go with a Geodude for now. But yeah, so I don't specifically do I specifically do not do challenge runs. However, I do like to keep things fresh. So I myself have a self-imposed rule called the overused rule. And what that is so this kicks in on Gym 2. Every time you beat a gym, you have to bench 3 of the Pokemon that you beat that gym with. And they go in here. Then you cannot use any benched, overused Pokemon until the Elite Four, of which then all of them become available. And we do a funny wheel thing where we spin the wheel, and one of them's permadeath, which came up on the wheel, which means our Charmander's dead. But what that basically means, the overuse rule is like, imagine a Nuzlocke that you can't really lose. Sort of. But you are forced to swap your Pokemon out a lot. So, like, I have multiple Pokemon that I've deliberately collected because I know that once I've done the second gym, I can drop off, say, Croconaw and pull out Piplup. But that's also why I hack in rare candies, because I don't want to waste time grinding. I just want to get to the point where I need to be at. Which, to be fair, that was level 29 freaking Pokemon. So we are going to rare candy up a little bit. Just to get up to speed. From yesterday, did you find a way to implement rare candies? Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Fangames and romhacks can more or less all be hacked to just give yourself infinite rare candies, which means when you play a game my way, it's very easy to do. Because the problem is you'll beat Gym 3, and your Pokemon will be level like 32, and then you'll get to the Elite 4 expecting to fight things with like level 35s, and you can't. No, like level 75s, and you can't because you have to use the team that you did Gym 8 with. But that's why the rare candies come into play, is to make sure that you've always got a team. Get a job, biscuit eater. That's funny. I have never eaten a biscuit in my life. Also, the level cap of the next gym is 35. I try my best to follow level caps where possible. Just to make sure that we're not ridiculously over-leveled. The rare candies are with cheat engine or god mode. I modified the data myself. Oops, wrong button. But yeah, I modified the data myself. I went into the game, like, code and just injected it in myself because you could just do that. It's not very hard to do. I really need to learn how to not be an asshole IRL. A lot of it, genuinely. This is one of the hardest things that you could ever do as a human being. Don't respond in the first 2 seconds of someone saying something. Let there be a small silence and use that time to think. That's actually so bloody helpful. Because you actually give yourself a moment to think about what you're going to say and whether or not you should say it. I got the God Mode mod for this game a while ago. I see. Why does this dude learn agility on level up? That's dumb. You're a gigantic crocodile. I'm just going to get everyone to 13 minimum. It's all good not caring for rare candies, but the thing is I use them to make sure the stream isn't boring. You're not here to watch me grind wild encounters. You're here to watch me play the game, experience the story, find cool new Pokemon, and the leveling system kind of just slows that down. You're still live? Yeah, not for long though. I actually plan to finish now. I actually didn't even notice the time. I did not notice the time. Right, so... What was your first Pokemon game, and which is your favourite so far? My favourite Pokemon generation is Generation 4, but I do think that the modern Pokemon games are good. I don't think they're incredible by any means. There is more that Pokemon Company can do, but I'm not going to say that the modern Pokemon games are bad. I think anyone that says that they're bad just has a hate boner for Pokemon Company. They are good, they could be better. How old are you, Peter Pan? I'm 312. My favourite Pokemon is Mega Sceptile, and my very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red, because I was born in 1994, believe it or not. I'm an old man. I'm an unk. A roommate quit his job, his good-paying job, and is trying to apply for gas station subfare, a job my sister has. My sister can't afford rent here as it stands. Why did he quit a think he probably had reasons for quitting that well-paid job. And there's nothing wrong with him trying to get a subpar job if that's what he wants to do. Like, if that's what he wants to do, then fair enough. But it is a little annoying, isn't it, when people have the ability to do something and they decide that they're going to go do something else that is like lesser of their capabilities. You're just like, why are you doing this to yourself? You have the chance that other people don't have, so take it. But the thing is if someone doesn't want to do that, then it's not on us to force them to do it. We can voice our opinion, don't get me wrong, and absolutely voice your opinion. But it's their shout at the end of the day. I did a good visit with a client, improved. Well done. Well done. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it there, to be perfectly honest. Can I say, though, if you guys enjoy Pokemon games and you like fun Pokemon ROM hacks, fan projects, just things that people do with the Pokemon freaking formula, for trading card game, I've got some cards as well. I've got some more turning up at some point. All fun stuff. Please do consider subscribing to the channel. Support your freaking small streamers, because we only have 2,000 and something freaking subs. Like, we need help. We need more people to follow the streams and just come and join in, you know? We also have a Discord. All of the links to everything that I do is in the description. I stream on Twitch. I'm on Discord. I do all of these things. So thank you so much for showing your support for the stream. And yeah, to be fair, that's basically all from me. I will be back tomorrow. I stream Monday to Friday, basically the same time every day. I usually go to work for like part-time, but I've actually injured myself, so I might not be going tomorrow. I haven't fully decided yet, but we'll see. How did you get all of those rare candies? And you could play Switch on Fire Red, pay $20. I mean, I could play Switch on my PC without paying that $20, but Fire Red on my PC without paying those $20. So only buy it on the Switch if you want to. I'm just going to save quickly. We're going to move to the credits. Yo, there we go. Thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. So, if my microphone software crashes for any reason, my microphone itself stops taking in audio. How weird is that? How annoying is that? I know how to fix that. Damn. No, it's not another stream of tech issues. It's all good. Why did I click on wheel? Apparently I clicked on wheel. Anyway, guys, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and above all else, have a damn good one. And I will see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place. You know where to go. So long. Bye-bye.